Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City podcast, where we discuss all things in regards to both Manchester clubs. With Manchester United, it has been the news because United have made a big bid for Benjamin Sesko, people. Massive bid for Benjamin Sesko, and United are in a bidding war. Well, a bidding war with Newcastle United for the striker. Reports are coming out, though, stating that United believe Sesko does favour Manchester United over Newcastle United. So I know the vast majority of the questions will be about that. Of course, we've got Garnacho potentially joining Chelsea as well. On the Manchester City front, though, it's all quiet. They got their business done early. It seems that they are done in the transfer window, with incomings, potentially some outgoings as well, but I've not heard anything in regards to that, and there's not even been any wild rumors. So we'll be discussing that. Have Manchester City got enough? If Liverpool do sign Isak, the Manchester City need to go into the window and respond. Or is Pep good enough, people? We won't be discussing all of those things. So like I stated, please make sure you keep all your questions, comments, Manchester United or Manchester City related. Make sure you run up the likes, though. When you enter the city of sarcasm, hit the like button. Pay the tax, people. So hit that like button, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after. Please share out across all the socials at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. That's at Sarcasm City TV, at Yes It's Flawless on Twitter/X. Also, make sure you follow across all the socials. And just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well, people. So hit that subscribe button, notification bell, hit that as well. It's important. Road to 16,000 subscribers. I see all of you lot in the chat as well. Big up to Grill King, big up Sham, Spoobs, Kingsman, Denzel, Sai, Baz. I see all of you lot. Magician in the chat as well. Vader is here. He just dropped off, but Vader will be back in a second, people, as well. But like I said, man, I see all of you lot in the chat. Shout out to Spoob saying shout out Flawless and Vader. Also, all the crooks of sarcasm say you're a joke, man. Kingsman again. Denzel. OG Chicken, username, big up, Dead in the Water as well. I see you lot. And shout out to Sai, has been kind enough to drop the actual information in regards to Sesko. So Manchester United have made an offer to RB Leipzig for Benjamin Sesko. Proposal 75 million euros plus 10 million euros in add-ons. Reflects Manchester United's value, So Vate will be back on, people. Where was we at? Reflects Manchester United's valuation of 22-year-old, and they believe the striker favours Old Trafford, as I stated in the intro. No reply yet from RB Leipzig. Newcastle also working close to deal. Understand Manchester United's feelings from earlier today is even stronger tonight. The club believes Benjamin Sesko only wants to join Manchester United. Manchester United forwarded official contract proposal to Sesko, while also keep negotiating with RB Leipzig. That's from Fabrizio Romano. And big up to Warrior J in the cut as well. So here's my feelings on this signing. I've been consistent, stated it from when we was linked to him up until this point as well. I think he's a decent player, yes, but I believe it's too much money. That's where my issue lies with this. For that money, I think you can go out and get better. And that's where my problem lies. He's going to be more than Cunha. He's going to be more than Mbeumo. So bring me a player who's better than Cunha and better than Mbeumo, or at least on the level of those two. Again, let me clarify this. I think he's a decent player. I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's shit. I don't think he will fail here, quote unquote. I think he'll be decent. That's it. But decent isn't enough. This is why Sesko, for the most part, wasn't on any Manchester United fans' radar. Like during the summer, when we've been linked to different strikers, so whether it's Gyökeres, whether it's Watkins, whether we've mentioned Mateta, whoever the striker is earlier on in the window, Osimhen, etc., before he made his move, even when we was linked to Ekitike, it was Arsenal who were heavily linked to Sesko. I didn't see too many Manchester United fans talking about going to get Sesko. But now the club have decided, okay, let's go and get Sesko. All of a sudden, it's a good deal. Again, to me, just extremely underwhelming. To go from Mbeumo to Cunha to him, extremely underwhelming. And the price as well. Because I keep stating this, we need players for now. And I don't believe Sesko's for now. People keep talking about his potential and the ceiling. I'm not going to lie, I don't even see that. I think he's a decent player, but there's nothing to his game And bear in mind, I've watched him only a handful of times, but when I've watched him and then when I talk to people who have watched him much more than me, and even when I talk to people who rate him and say it's a good signing, I always say, what is he very good at? What does he excel at? And striking the ball, and he's good aerially, is the two things I get back a lot. That's not enough for 85 million euros, which is like 70, what are we saying, like 70 million pounds? And this is what you're bringing me, is potential and ceiling conversation. When we need strikers for now, not even a striker for now, we need players for now. So that's how lucky, even with Mbeumo and Cunha, it's like, I got 6 open play goals last season in the Bundesliga, and we shelling out this much money. Yeah, underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? AVF saying his link-up play is good also. Yet to be seen. Yet to be seen. From what I've watched, I've not seen it. Yeah, like I think he's a decent player overall. He's decent all around. But I don't think decent is good enough. Again, I don't think he's bad. He's just, yeah, decent. 5, 6 out of 10 across the board, pretty much at most things. This is why he wasn't on anybody's list. There was no United fans at the start of this window talking about, yeah, let's go get Sesko. There was very, very few. From someone pull up some tweets of people saying that, or people who in the comment section, show me a view in different comment sections at the end of May, start of July, talking about, yeah, go get Sesko. I don't remember this being a conversation. Oh yeah, do I believe we signed him? Yes, people. I just think it's again, he's limited. Is he better than what we have? No. I don't think he's better than Xerxes. I'll tell you that much. Is he better than Rasmus Højlund, which is why we need a striker? Yes. Is he better than Xerxes? No. Do I think he's a better profile for Mbeumo and Cunha than Xerxes? Also no. And we're shelling out 85 million euros on him. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie, man, for that much money. I really, really, really don't like it. I really don't. See this? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Big up to AVF. He will get even better than he already is. Just wait and see, bro. Based off of what? Why is he going to get better? What evidence is there to suggest that this player gets better? And I don't like the fact that this is being talked about a potential signing. I don't like. Because when we signed Euro, this was the conversation, but also how good he is now. It was like Real Madrid want him now. They were going to play him now at that point. This is last season I'm talking about. Euro's the prime example. We paid out big money for Euro. Big money for Euro. Considering I think he'd only had a season in Liga and maybe 2. And Real Madrid were interested. And the conversation was, not only does he have a high ceiling and a high potential, he's good now. He does these things very well now. That's the whole conversation surrounding Euro. Bear in mind, Sesko's older as well than Euro. That's what I don't like. Nobody talks about this player now. It's all about in the future. And it's just wait and see. So what are we basing this off? That's what I want to know. What are we basing this off? Because if it's hope, it's like, just let it be known that it's hope. Man, I'm cool with that. Then I know where I stand when I'm going back and forth with people. So, and again, this is another thing. I love this. He'll play with Cunha and Mbeumo, Bruno, Ahmad, and Xerxes. So they're making him better. I want players. Why is it always what we can do for the player? How about what you can do for us? I keep stating this. We are the employer. You are the employee. Why is it about what we can do for our employees? How about what they do for us? Because this wasn't a conversation when it came to Cunha and Mbeumo. Bear in mind, they're walking into a worse team on paper than Sesko is. When we signed Cunha, no one was talking about the team around him. Outside of me, when it was talking about Mbeumo, I was talking about him linking up with Cunha, but there was no conversation. So why all of a sudden, again, people, pay attention to what people say when they are praising or bigging people up. Notice this. Before I've even got to AVF's comments, because I was talking, look at where it's gone or what he'll be in the future. Look at who he's playing with. How about what he does for Manchester United Football Club? Because he's employed, will be employed by us. Like I'm just I'm just, again, man. I'm at a loss, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm at a loss. Big up, you know what I'm saying. Everyone's favorite Canadian export. What are you saying, Vay? You good?
Yo,
What are you
I
saying?
gotta say it. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Love that, man.
How's everything with you?
All blessed, man. All blessed.
Yeah,
Family all good and everything. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, family's great. Family's
Love that.
great.
Love that.
Everything's looking nice with the remainder about a month till summer. Things looking nice. Those of you listening on those platforms, I respect it. It's nice, good support in the channel, but you gotta get over to YouTube. You
Yes.
gotta get over here. You gotta see Flawless. He's back in darkness, but he's styling though. I can't hate. He's styling. I see him flexing with the kit, flexing with the hat. Got it to match. You know what I mean?
I
Listen,
tried, man. I
he's
tried, man.
getting.
I was trying to keep up with you, Vay. That's what it was. You know what I'm
Don't do
saying?
that.
That's what it
Don't do
was.
that. You've
I was
been doing.
trying, man. I got
You've been
to
doing that.
try and reach. You know what I'm saying? I
You've been
can't
doing that
reach.
way before me. Way before me.
Nah, man. I'm saying because you got the muscles going on and that. You be gymming it. I'm trying to keep up with you, Vay. You feel me? That's what it
Oh,
is.
this guy with the drip, trying to talk about keeping up with me. Let me
Was
tell you
because you had the drip and the muscles to match. You feel me? That's what it was. But go on, carry on.
on the listening platforms what Flawless is describing. You can't see what he's talking about. You're only envisioning it. You're hearing it. But you got to tune in. You got to see. And everybody in the chat, good looking out. Thanks for being here. Apologies. I had some technical difficulties. For some reason, Flawless, before we do the whole transition and the unveil, for some reason, my tech is getting messed up. Every time I seem to be talking out against Liverpool, my tech is jamming up. Something's lagging. Something's got to get shut down, rebooted. They don't want the truth, Flawless. They don't want the truth. But listen, everybody tuned in for the first time, bless. Hit that like button, subscribe. If you've been here before, you know what it is.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Vader.
Yo, what it do, man? How you been?
Love it, man. Look at the drip, man. This guy was talking about me. I see you over there shining your bucket hat, matching the tee. I see you, man. I see you, man.
I quickly went and did a wardrobe change to try to keep up with you. You know what I mean? But listen, we got a lot to talk about. Like you said, things have been kind of chill over on the city side.
Yes, they have been.
We just had a training session, open doors for the fans to enjoy today. But from a transfer window standpoint, things are obviously chill. You guys stay busy. Yeah,
because we got a lot of work to do. That's why there's a lot of work to do. That's why we stay busy. Yo.
True.
Plenty of work to do, man. And you know what? At least they're attempting. They seem to have an idea and a plan about the way they're
The Glazer Ineos have a plan. I like that.
When it comes to the transfer windows, as much as I really don't like this Sesko one, overall they've got it right. They've got it right more often than not. So I gotta give them credit.
You really don't like the Sesko? Like really don't like it?
No.
Or you got doubts. You just have doubts.
I have strong doubts.
Okay.
Well, because no one seems to have the arguments are the pro arguments for him aren't really about him. That's why. There's not really much substance. Go on.
Well, here's what you got to do.
Go on.
You got to go back. You got to go back in time. Couple shows ago. Listen, because when the rumors were strong, right?
Yeah.
With Gyökeres not going to Arsenal, when the rumors were kind of like, it looks like Sesko's going to. Listen to the Arsenal fans and how they were talking about like that kind of breakdown, those type of analysis, those comps that they were doing, right? The plus and minuses, and obviously there's no perfect player, but I think for the positives that the Arsenal fans were saying at the time, being linked to them, and I think there was a brief stint where Liverpool fans were thinking that Sesko was going there as well.
There was loose talks because they was all looking at strikers. So it was all like Sesko, Gyökeres, Ekitike. There was like any striker who was any form of level, because everyone knew all of these clubs were interested in strikers. There was links, even if there was no Vim or anything like that to it.
And this is what you got to do. You got to let the rivals talk on themselves. You got to let them talk on themselves. You got to let them expose the truths because.
You're preaching to the choir, man. You know what I'm saying? I love hearing the rivals talk, man.
Yeah, and you take everything obviously with a pinch of salt, but the positives that they were referencing with regards to Sesko, I think that's maybe something you can have your doubts about, but then you can have a little bit of optimism because maybe the manager with the club can get that out of the player. But I think the Sesko, the only thing I don't like, it sounds like this bid keeps increasing. I don't know. Is he valued at 80 mil? Is
They
he
value,
really?
yeah. We put in Newcastle put in a bid, and then we put in a bid 5 million less. So we offered 75 million euros plus 10 million in add-ons. Newcastle's bid totaled 90 million euros, which I don't think he's worth. This man got 6 open play goals in the Bundesliga.
Wait, why are you emphasizing the open play goals?
Because he got 13. But we break things down. You know me and you, we surgical with it. We break things down properly. Because here's the thing and I'm glad you mentioned that. This is why you're laughing. If he had scored 30 league goals and let's say 26 of them were open play goals, people who are pro Sesko would be saying that in the chat. Yo, he got 30 league goals, 26 from open play. So on the flip side, like we look at all things around. Well, I don't speak for me, and here at Sarcasm City, look at all things surrounding it. Again, I'm not necessarily against the signing. I don't like the fee. The fee is my biggest issue.
Yeah,
because there's no way there's no way he should be more than Cunha and Bremo, and nowhere near their level.
Yes, that's I hear you.
Issue.
I hear you.
We've done 2 great because people always want to point to bad deals and use that as a measuring stick. Why wouldn't do that in any other scenario? Point to a bad deal or a bad scenario to say, well, this is better. No, point to the good deals. Point to Embremo and Cunha because they're 2 good deals.
But don't you think it's a premium because of the striker position? Because it's a player.
I hear you on that. Yeah. Pay a premium for someone who's worth the quality. If we were spending this money and it was someone who I go, yeah, I see it, I'd go, all right, cool. As much as I don't think, for instance, Watkins is worth this. If this is Watkins, I go, I get it.
Really?
There's some substance to it. Yes. Okay. There's substance to it.
Okay.
There's substance to it. Even Mateta, there's substance to it where I go, I can see why you would pay extra for it.
Now, I don't want my tech to get all laggy again and jammed up. But do you think you might be making a Liverpool Darwin Núñez mistake? Don't listen, internet, stay strong, please. Don't shut me down. Liverpool, don't shut me down. But do you think this might be because of the price? Because Núñez was big money for them.
Yeah. Maybe not to that extent, because I actually think he'll do. I actually think he'll do decent here.
Okay.
I don't think he's a bad player.
Right.
It's not that. I'm just extremely underwhelmed by it.
I hear it.
Extremely underwhelmed by it. Like and he's done nothing prior to here that makes me go, I see it. There's nothing to his game that is all right. That I get it. Like
I do like the drama.
I use Malik Fofana, for example. I've watched him a handful of times. Young 20-year-old winger. If someone goes, he has high potential. I get it. Because I see the attributes he possesses that would make someone go, yes, he's going to be a top player in the future. Whether he is or not is a whole different conversation. There's nothing to his game like that. Everything to his game is just decent. Again, that's the key word, man. It's average is decent. It's from 5 to 6.5 on a scale of 0 to 10. Most of his attributes, which I think overall as a player is all well and good. People keep talking, like I said, about potential and ceiling, and when people lead with that, I know what it is. It's like if you ask your brethren, and you've probably been there. Yes, I know Fofana as a winger. I was just using him as an example. Same way I used Euro just before as an example. When people spoke about Euro last summer, first thing people mentioned was his attributes. Or he does this, and that well. Real Madrid are in for him. Then it was his ceiling and his potential is very high. Once people lead with ceiling and potential, that tells you the player is not very good. Same way if you ask your boy what a girl looks like and he leads with her personality, tells you all you need to know. For anyone who's younger, any man, that's why Data's laughing, because I know his brethren have done it to him. I've had brethren do it to me. Try to take me on missions and that. What's the girl look like? She's nice. She got a lovely personality. You know what that means. And that's what it is. Someone tell me a player who is highly sought after and you lead with his potential. It don't happen if the player is good.
No, that is true. That is true. But what I like about this drama that's playing out, because and we said this even before the summer kind of shut down and the transfer window kicked off, but we were like, everybody's going to be shopping for the same ingredients. Everybody's looking for the same ingredients. They're shopping for the same things. The fact that you had so much movement with Ekatike, you had Gyökeres now.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's the potential move with Isak. You got Sesko, right? You had the lap early days. Chelsea obviously getting them. The fact that so many were in the mix to try and get this striker.
See, Ed, you know, because your brethren said this to you, Ed. You remembered the time when your brethren, sorry to cut you off, they said this to you. That's why. We all live this. You know what it is? We've all lived the same life, just in different places. You know what I'm saying? We've had the same conversations. Sorry, go on, Vay. But Vay, to counteract that point, we are shopping from the same ingredients. Doesn't mean we have to shop in the same shop. That's where my issue lies. We are all shopping for the same ingredients. Yes. We do not have to shop in the same shops. There's thousands of shops worldwide that Manchester United can go shopping. And the strikers, I think, are better fit. Like, Jez mentioned 3. He mentioned Amrodion. I don't know that, and I think he'd be much cheaper. He mentioned Callum Mwendo. I think he'd be much cheaper. I don't think there's a massive difference between those two and Sesko. If I'm playing a premium price, bring me premium.
Yes, not massive difference, but there is something said to the other big clubs in the Prem.
Oh, it was 11. Blessings, Jess. It was 11 non-penalty goals, people. 11 non-penalty goals he scored. Still not
so, well, I mean, to be trusted to take pens is something good as well, right? Like,
oh yeah, we got elite. One thing we've done without doubt is improve our penalty takers anyway. With Mbeumo, Cunha, and then potentially Sesko, adding Bruno. I don't think there's a better set quartet of penalty takers in the league.
Yeah, that's true.
Mbeumo and Cunha were both penalty takers at their clubs, and Sesko was at his club as well. And Bruno's very good from the spot as well. There was in a shootout. Tell you that much. Might play for draws in the cup competition. Sorry, play for draws, yo.
That might be the strategy. That might be your manager.
Sorry,
not your manager, but that might be the manager strategy.
Yeah.
I think the fact that the other clubs have Sesko on the short list is a good thing. I hear you. You don't all need to shop at the same shop, but it's one of those where everyone's going to have the one up. Everybody's going to be able to one up because you're obviously going to be looking closely with what's happening over at Arsenal, with what's happening over at Liverpool. And obviously with Chelsea doing their business early with the lap, there's the, you know what? Oh, we got the better of the deal, right? We got the right player, so-and-so. So I like that upcoming drama. With how you guys are moving though, it's funny on how the no money talk happened pretty early, right? The no money talk, you kind of laughed it off. But if clubs
I kind of wish we had no bread. I'm not gonna lie, but go on. I wish we was all out after Mbeumo and Cunha, but go on as you were from. Go on.
Nah, that's not true. You don't mean that.
If Sesko's the option, yes, I do. Yes, for that price.
I think it does speak to maybe the trust that many clubs have with regards to the short list of attackers. But I'm gonna say this with regards to the business you're doing. This seems a little out of the norm because yes, some argued early that Cunha and Mbeumo were a little inflated, but if we look at what we look at how things are kind of going, not so much. I think Sesko is going to be all right. I think he's going to be
agreed.
I think he's going to be more of a surprise than a disappointment.
But that in there lies the problem. I think he's going to be all right.
No, but maybe this. Right? No, but maybe that's the. This is all right. This is the all right player, and then you go and get the. Okay, this is the killer, right? Look at what Liverpool just spent on Ekatike. That's not a little money.
If I and I don't think that's the greatest deal for them, but if I'm a Liverpool fan, I can accept that happening because of what's just gone on and where we're at. I can accept us running risks when we have what we have.
You got no.
We don't necessarily need players for, even though they're trying to do. They've just went and bought multiple starters before they went to Ekatike.
Yeah.
I have no issue. Their 11 for the most part is set. Our 11 is far from set. So don't bring me no sometime-ish. I need players for now, certified 11.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Maybe from an evaluation standpoint, because again, obviously Xerxes is not. He's not in favor with the manager. I know, but he's not in favor with the manager.
Yeah,
so you're probably looking at Xerxes, Sesko, and obviously you have no confidence in Højlund. But
why do you?
No, it's not my club. I don't put any.
No, I'm saying, do you think you can tell outside looking in? You're a footballing man. You're intelligent. You think Højlund, if we kept him, would do well this season? I'm just asking.
I think he would do better than what he did last year.
Okay.
I mean, I was impressed. I didn't at you or anything, but I was impressed with his preseason goal. I know you weren't watching, but
preseason.
Yeah, I mean,
well, go on.
It's got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? It's got to start somewhere.
100%.
So,
yeah. It's got to. I hear you. It's got to start somewhere.
So Højlund's got to be out, and then you got Sesko and Xerxes. That's maybe this high price tag is just to make sure to secure this type of talent.
Yeah, and you made a valid point. Arsenal walked away from. Well, that was one of the reasons for that reason.
Did they walk away, or was it 1A, 1B? I think Sesko would have been the player.
They walked away from it. It was the price tag. What he wanted didn't help at that time as well, but it was a price tag thing.
Okay.
And they had chased him. Like I said, I don't see 75 million. I don't see 75 million rounds worth of player. I really, really don't. Big up Northside for the raid as well. Shout out my G Northside every single time. Big up Northside. Yeah, so go and get if you're gonna spend 75 million on a striker, cool. Go get a better striker.
You'll spend some more.
If you're gonna spend that, you might as well, if you're gonna do that, go get Watkins. That would get you what he probably wouldn't even cost that much. And if you were smart, you could have used Garnacho. Go and get Watkins. Then you've signed 3 of the top 8 goal scorers from within the Premier League. Smart move.
That's a lot.
Smart move.
Phases. Maybe it's a phase thing. Maybe it's a phase thing.
Yeah, phase hype, man. People keep doing this. We ain't Marvel. People keep doing this.
We
ain't Marvel. People keep talking about phases and stuff. It's never worked for anyone outside of Marvel. Phases has never worked.
What do you mean? Phases work.
Okay, whose phases work for, like, in the footballing world?
Wait, Newcastle didn't do that overnight.
What? Again, we're not respectfully. We ain't trying to be Newcastle. Who's been successful? Respectfully, we're not Newcastle. That's why I think they went in for you this summer and you rejected them, Vale. Don't do that.
They went into. What do you mean they went into us? What?
No, I'm saying I think they tried to sign you, and even you said no. They've been rejected left, right, and center this summer.
No, you know what? I hate what's happening in Newcastle. Honestly, it hurts. It hurts my heart.
Yeah, it would, man. I know it would, man. You're a good Samaritan. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So it would. I genuinely believe you're affected by it. I do. But my point is, there's no one that Phases has worked for at the highest level. Not one team. It's a myth created by Arteta and backed by Arteta people, and then people like me fuel the flames with it as well. But it doesn't work because there's no ending. It's an open-ended. It's an open-ended phrase that then allows you to fail, and there's no expectations on it because there's nowhere when is the phase over? What is the end of the phase? You could say, we finished second 3 times in a row. That's part of the phase.
Yeah, the phase. I mean, the phase is ongoing. You don't stop. The phases don't stop.
Yeah, but when is the phase a failure? See my point exactly, because there's no goal with it. It's a myth. So don't bring me phases. Bring me success. It's never worked for anybody at the highest level ever. PSG, there was no phase. There was no talk or conversation about it.
You don't. Okay, so I guess because you're gonna look at Prem or Champs, you wouldn't say that Liverpool went through phases with Klopp's first.
There was no phase when Klopp was there. That was not the talk of conversation. It weren't no phase.
No. Phase wasn't phase wasn't trending though.
They exactly. That's my point. There was no phase. They got better.
Yeah, but
it was visible, and it was visible, and then they delivered. Did Klopp
Was
not reach 2 finals in his? I think
his
in
first 2 years were rough. His first 2
No,
years at
but
Liverpool were rough.
his first 2, but you could see exactly what he was trying to do. The same way the team he inherited played. When he brought in his players, they played the same way. So you
Ooh,
could
you
see
know what?
exactly what. And did they not reach 2 finals in 2 years and get beat? I think in his first 2 years.
I don't know, but the
Yeah, I
final
thought so.
being Europa, like one of
No,
those
they
finals.
lost the Europa and they lost the League Cup. But the point is, you could see where he was going. He didn't take as soon as he took over, they went forward. There was no backward step for Liverpool until they were successful. Then you can say they had a fall off. Where's the backward step? Tell me. You always got me praising Liverpool, but it's just the facts of the
No,
matter.
I'm not what are you talking?
No. I said you have me praising Liverpool, not you praising them. So show me where Klopp took a step backwards. They continue to be more successful. What are we doing?
You know, I'm gonna do my
See,
homework.
look,
Go back and look.
They improved, they challenged, they won. No phase nonsense.
No, I don't listen. I don't think they did that year. I don't think Klopp did that year one. I don't think
he did it year one. He did it in regards to he did it year one. Look at what they like. I'm gonna pull this up then. Give me 1 sec. Let's do this because we're gonna have this conversation again. So he took over.
I don't think he did that.
He took over October 2015. All right, cool. So
he did like an Amarin mid-season.
He took over October. Right. So I'm looking here.
Ooh, but we got to look at. Hold on.
15, 16, they finished 8th. 16, 17, they finished 4th. 17, 18, they finished 4th. This is excluding trophies, by the way.
Yeah.
18, 19, they finished 2nd, a point behind you lot. Yeah. 19, 20, they won. So if just off league position,
19, 20. So 5 years. 5 years.
Yeah, but then what happened in that space is you watch them get better on the pitch.
Yeah. So 5 years
improve on the pitch instantly. They got better on the pitch.
Well, we'd have to. I don't know how they finished the year before, but him finishing 8th, I don't think that's an instant, right? Because that's really the stick that they're killing Arsenal over with regards to their phases, right?
One second, I tell you now. He also reached the final, which adds into it as well.
But then they want to negate the FA that was one.
I don't negate the.
Yeah, but so wouldn't you say that Arsenal showed instant improvement by winning a trophy?
Arsenal did show improvement. They did.
Yeah. So then
they did, and then they've improved under him in regards to league, but they've fallen short when they should. If he would have won one of these, not so much the last one of them 2 leagues, that was the time where he had to win one of those 2 leagues.
Yeah.
He had to win one, and he didn't. That's where Arteta messed up.
Yeah,
that's where Arteta messed up.
Flawless. It's difficult. It was difficult.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult.
But when the phases thing, I think the phases thing is legit. Like obviously, it's got to win out with a trophy. A trophy has to be won throughout the phases. But to say you're not seeing progression from throughout the phases, I think that's unfair. Not delivering. I agree.
We have seen improvement, but they were supposed to win.
Yeah. So when we want to talk about
win, it's tough.
So when we want to talk about phases as a thing, that I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I don't think.
But to compare to Klopp, there's the huge difference. And I'm just looking at they finished 6th the season before he what's it called? They finished.
So he went backwards. He went backwards his first season. Yeah, because they went from 6th to 8th. I'm just saying, like,
but
did I freeze or flawless?
Everything else improved. Am I back?
Yeah.
You froze.
Is it me? Okay.
Now you good. I can hear you. Hear you.
Okay.
But yeah, they improved. Is the point I'm making. Like even though on the pitch, like it's like, all right, performance-wise, it matches up. That's one of the biggest things I said about Amarim was in regards to if he would have had the same results, but performances were different, I'd be much less critical.
And I'm looking forward to this season, Flawless, because I think this is where it's going to be like, I think you're going to be like, Vader, I'm seeing something different from Amarim. I can't lie. Like him coming mid-season last year.
I'm looking here as well. He 2015-16 runners-up in the Carabao Cup, and then runners-up in the Champions League 17-18. Obviously, won the Premier League 19-20, won the Champions League 18-19 as well. So not only is it improvement on the pitch, it's improvement in regards to trophies. Losing obviously you can't continue losing finals, but
of course.
And if he would have lost 4, 5, 6 finals, we would have clowned him. Same way we clowned him for losing those. I think he lost 3, but he won 4.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is the phases combo. I think that's kind of legit, but you do have to deliver trophies, and that's where you're absolutely right with how you're crashing it on Arsenal and the phases talk. But I think the phases is important.
It's not just them, because they're kind of like just the poster child for that. But this is anyone. It's like when people United fans try to bring it to me. Don't bring me phases. I am not Black Panther. Look at me. Don't talk to me about phases. We're not in Marvel.
No. But no. Phases is a thing over at United because
it's not to me.
Okay, but listen, Glazer Ineos told you they gotta get rid of some deadwood. They gotta get rid of the redundancy. Glazer Ineos.
Oh, and you think I pay attention to these people? It's crazy. I think I pay attention to people I don't rate. This guy is mad. I'm saying, are you all right? Are you been drinking from?
It's your club. No, I've been drinking.
You've been drinking. All right, cool. I'm just making sure you smoke something. I don't know what's going on.
No. I'm just saying.
You know that I don't rate and think I've done a terrible job, and you think I pay attention to what they say, and take that with any pinch of salt. I mean, take that with any vim. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Because your actions, you know why I don't pay attention to what they say to me. I'm not in a relationship with you lot. Show me.
Well, you are in a relationship.
Show me. Wait. Very dysfunctional one. Foster one, yes.
Yeah.
I know what you are.
You're committed for life. You're not going anywhere. So you got to deal with it.
Committed to life for Manchester United Football Club, 100%. And I can tell when something's bad for it. And when you keep the people who are around you have us in this mess, it tells me all I need to know. See how things go full circle. Yeah.
Oh man. Right. So I know you're not happy with the price tag, but you're happy with the incoming player because it's depth, adds to the player depth, and gives you another player in for Højlund to be out, right? You kind of see the positive there, despite not being happy with the price tag. That's a positive. Now, are you getting any type of negative pushback with regards to Garnacho going to Chelsea, or are Chelsea fans kind of being like,
"Oh, Chelsea fans are losing their shit"? Chelsea fans are losing their shit.
Are you surprised at that? Are you surprised at that?
No, I'm not. Sorry. No, I'm not surprised by it. No, I am not. Of course you are. You a gaslighter. Of course you're the only person that's surprised. No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Chelsea fans are losing because he's awful. That's why. He's dreadful.
Okay.
He's and here's another thing. Why they're also losing their shit. He's the worst attacker they would have. He's the worst attacker. If Manchester United or anyone are signing a play, we don't need depth.
No, Chelsea.
You've got enough. Chelsea have got depth. You've got enough. You've got Bino Gittins, you've got Javi Simmons, you've got Cole Palmer, you've got Pedro Neto, you've got Estavo, you've got João Pedro.
Yeah, but if there's anything that we learned from this past season, when they were dealing with their Europa Conference League or whatever it's called, they like to have basically 2 squads. They like to have the squad that's playing in the Prem and a squad that's playing in these cup runs. I think they want these additional players. Also,
he don't get in that second team.
No, maybe not as a starter, but I think he's going to be that.
No. He don't. You mentioned depth. I'm saying he don't get in that second team. So if they were
he travels. Stop! Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. He don't get in that second team is in terms of starting. Is the point?
No. I'm in agreement with that. But
so you're saying he's third choice. So that's why Chelsea fans are. So to answer your question, the reason why they're losing their shit is because they know he don't improve them and he's terrible depth. That's why. No,
see this. But this is the thing. This is where sometimes
before you go, the only boss you gotta do better. At least super chat if you're gonna say stuff like this. If you're gonna get me, at least pay me money, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get me with this shit, yo. Good one, though, man. Good one. Sorry, go on.
Now, the reason why I'm surprised at how Chelsea fans are reacting is because have they not been doing good business? Like to take a step back and be like, you know what? The change in ownership, all of the chaos that was happening. Look at what the ownership have delivered them. They won. Right, they kind of got rid of some managers, had those whole hiccups, but things are moving well.
Yeah, but almost like bad deals. That's the point.
but the whole being upset, wait until the bad deal happens first.
No,
right now,
the
it's
fact
just
that again, this is why prevention is
no.
better than cure. The fact that that's even a conversation, somebody should be fired.
Nah. See, now that's too much
You
because
cool. You like doing a save a hoe and saving bad players. I've said this about my own board. You love this. I don't know why, but you should own. You're a good Samaritan because you're a genuinely good and nice person. That's what it is. As much as you're a gaslighter, you have a heart of gold and genuinely like want to save people. Fuck all that. I ain't with all that. The point I'm making is he's an awful player. He shouldn't even be on the radar. Someone suggested him, and we're on a Zoom call. I'm saying, yo, kick man off the Zoom call.
nah. See, no.
Kick man off the Zoom call.
You don't have the vision. You don't have the vision on how Garnacho might work over at Chelsea, but
Do you believe he's going to work over at Chelsea?
I think he's going to work better at Chelsea than he did at United. Yes.
Which is what?
Which is a player, I think that's a player that's going to be impactful as a sub until he gains the trust of his teammates and all that kind of stuff. But I think
better than over there.
No, sometimes it's not about like you look at the overall player and say this player is better. Sometimes it's like, oh, this player, no, because sometimes it's like this player gets his shot and they play better than the quote unquote bigger name or better talented player.
Do you believe that's going to happen?
I think, yeah, I have belief that it can happen over there.
All right, cool. All right.
Because Flawless, not too long ago, this guy's rolling his eyes. Flawless, not too long ago.
My eyes because you don't believe that shit. That's why. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to say. You have zero to back that up with, but cool, go on.
No, now you're doing too far because, look, again, when I asked this question before, and we're going to revisit this, when did you see the best of Garnacho? Under which manager? Erik ten Hag was bringing Garnacho on as a sub, and he was actually having a very positive impact in the game. Is he a starter? No. And even back then, he wasn't a starter, but he was also younger. Now, maybe there's a lack of confidence. Maybe there's an environment thing. I don't know what it is, but maybe a change in environment, like we've seen.
We'll revisit this, man.
Sancho, what we've seen that happened for Rashford, maybe.
And you know what's crazy, people? Scott Vega told me all this about Ten Hag, and he got sacked. So here we are. You know what I'm saying? Every time you go to bat for somebody, they end.
I didn't say this about Ten Hag.
You did say this about Ten Hag. Yes, you did. Not to this extent. Well, you was talking about what if he can do well and did it there with new bonus and he's got two managers around him and it's a new season and preseason and training. You said all of this stuff, yes. And then
but
that's why you had a third. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, Vega had Manchester United third last season. Just to clarify, when we did our predictions. Sorry, go on as you were.
But no, since you spoke to the chat,
remember they know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were being tried on.
Yeah, since you spoke to the chat, I'm gonna speak to the chat. Listen, chat.
Yeah.
I made
this
a mistake.
was 2024, not 2025, people. This was last season. Vega was telling me this. Like he's telling me now about Amarim and how he could surprise us and do better.
I made the mistake of listening to certain Manchester United YouTube channels. They were talking about Ten Hag and what the upcoming season was. This wasn't me just arbitrarily pulling the information from nowhere. So I'm not going to put that channel on blast. I'm not going to put those men's on blast. But that information of me putting them third was not just mine. All right, Flawless. So relax with that. Relax with that. Now. This game could be nasty. This game could be nasty. All I want to point out is, moving forward, Garnacho in a different environment could be better than what we've seen, and he could be something more to what he was in terms of coming off the bench and just being an impact. I agree with you. Many of the other attackers in front of him are better than him.
I don't even think he gets off the bench for them is the problem to make an impact.
Now, what if as you say that, what's interesting now is Chelsea fans being upset, and what is the business model to bring him in? If you don't even think he gets onto the pitch, if Chelsea fans are like, I don't even understand why they would bring him on.
I think it's just bad decision making on their part, which happens. You lot signed bad players, we've signed bad players. Arsenal have done it, Liverpool have done it. I just think we do too much.
Bad. Okay.
And we give you, and I think fans, we give clubs too much credit and try to overcomplicate when they make bad decisions. It's just a bad idea.
Okay. I'm not.
Same way with us with certain players, same way with you lot with certain players, same way with Liverpool. I think we just give them too much credit and go, rather than just say, hey, this is a terrible idea.
All right.
Again, this is a player who went 20 plus games without a goal. Why would you sign him? Yeah, and to Michelle, who mentioned, they're trying to turn a profit. I think that might be their MO, but
That's
there's
their
better
business.
players. There's better players to do that for. There's better players to do that for.
Yeah. Oh, but think about this. Think about this. If they happen to be able to get Garnacho over there, if they're able to flip it,
Say
like
that
you said,
again. If you can get Garnacho over there, Chelsea, you're saying they're going to sign Alejandro Garnacho for Manchester United?
yeah. If Chelsea go and
that
get
just brings me great joy. That warms my heart, man. Sorry, go.
I'm with you. So they're able to get Garnacho, bring him over to Chelsea, flip him in terms of make a profit. And I would assume for them to make a profit, they've got to at least show some.
Maybe this. Maybe they loan him to Strasbourg or loan him out elsewhere, and then he turn.
Hey, makes sense. Makes sense as well.
Yeah,
makes
man,
sense as well.
Do the business thing. Hey, you lot do the bit. If that's your, I just want him out here. So if
I
that's
hear
the
it.
thing, I'm with it. If we're smart, we'll put a percentage clause on that. But
I will just want to remind Chelsea fans, hey, trust what your board's doing with regards to these players. Garnacho, you don't quite get it, but look what they did. Because that example of maybe he goes on loan makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna remind you, Flawless, hey, Garnacho, it just wasn't the right environment at United.
Yeah, cool. And I remind you when he fails. Like I remind you about Ten Hag and remind you about Oli. Yeah.
Wait, how do you remind me about Ten Hag? Ten Hag's got a new job. We got to see what he does.
Yeah, he has. And have you seen all the players already leaving? Are we just bypassing that? They lost. You know that. Are we just bypassing that?
So because wait, we're putting the exits on him for
some part of it, yeah. Because if Ancelotti joins, I don't think Xhaka leaves there to go join Sunderland.
But
is that so far-fetched? If Carlo Ancelotti goes and is the
from
next
what I
manager
understand,
at Leverkusen, Xhaka doesn't go Sunderland, in my opinion.
But if I might be wrong on this one because I've been more in my lawyer bag than my accountant bag. But if I understand it correctly, I think Xhaka left for a better payday.
Yeah, but I think that sitting down, having a conversation with Ancelotti could change that because of what you could do and working under a manager of that caliber. That's the point I'm making.
Okay, but Ancelotti, you're using one of the GOATs compared to Ten Hag.
I'm just using him. No, I'm just using him as an example. I'm just talking about a better manager because you said, "Am I?"
Yeah, but that's a GOAT manager. That's a GOAT manager. Yeah. I don't think he makes that move. I don't think he makes that move.
Go on.
I think Xhaka still makes that move, even if it happens to be Jose that goes there.
I don't think he makes the move if Xabi Alonso stays there.
Oh, that's different. I
don't think he makes the move to Mourinho's part. I don't think if Mourinho goes, I don't think Mourinho does.
Really?
Wirtz and Frimpong were before him, Andy. Wirtz and Frimpong were before Ten Hag got there. We all knew that.
Yeah. Let's not put those exits.
The point I'm making is that this guy backed Oli. It took him 5 years to get a job. This guy backed Ten Hag. And now he's ended up at Leverkusen. He gonna be terrible. And don't worry, we gonna document it. Talks is that Besiktas are trying to get rid of Oli, but surprisingly, you lot are quiet about it. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Talks is he was linked with that. There was a manager who was talking about. That was his name, Nuri Sahin. That's it. He was linked to them. Yeah. But no one's talking about because people were hyping up Besiktas and they went out of Europa and everyone shut up about it. But I hear it, man. It's the manager we should have kept.
Who's gonna be? This is gonna be interesting. I don't know if United fans do this. But who's already on the short list? Because you guys already, I know you guys don't know you're expecting Amarin to be gone. Who's already on the short list? People think
he's going to do well, man. People are talking top 4, top 5, top 6 finishes, man.
Yeah, but you're not happy with them. So do you already have a short list of who might be, top 3, top 4?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I've said bringing an interim.
You're not already, you should be looking for your ex already.
No, I said bringing an interim and then you can look during that period of time. Don't Amarim the next guy. Don't bring someone in halfway through the season.
No, but okay, maybe
there's no standouts right now. Is what that's what you're saying. The reason why I don't have no one on my short list because there's no standouts.
But would you want to flex? Would you want to flex the bag and being like, we'll buy you out? Like, if is there a manager you're like?
Currently no, but I give it 12 months or even 8 months. Somebody will pop up on the radar. 100%. I already know what football is like. Somebody will pop up on the radar. That's why I'm saying let's say we sack him November. You've got all the way till May to hire a new manager. Or let's say April.
Conte.
So let's say no. I don't want anyone who's been here before. Actually, scratch that. That's a lie.
Whoa.
No. That's a lie. I don't want Conte. Let me just clarify that. No.
He's a winner though.
Don't want Conte.
Interesting.
Don't want Conte. No, but there's no managers to answer your question. There's no managers who currently stand out right now, and I'm like, go get him. If there was, maybe I'd be more like, forget interim, go get him. No standouts, go get interim. Let's go get Rude.
Wow.
It depends, Andy. If Armando mentioned Areola in the chat, it depends how he does. If Areola does very well this coming season, I might go, hey, go get Areola. If he does very well, this is what I'm talking about. Stand out. Hey, if Glasner has another very good season with Palace, I'll go, hey, Glasner.
Okay.
Depending on how he does it. Let's say he does well in the Europa League as well. Eddie Howe's a shout. Chinlu, how does he go with Newcastle? Everybody's in the again.
I hear it.
I understand where Manchester United. I don't do this thing of what we can do for them. Hey, you impress us. How about that? We are the employer. You are the employee. You impress us.
Whoa, what?
That's where I'm at with it. So, hey, managers, ball out, so to speak.
No. Hold on. It's a give take, Flawless.
Yes,
you want great employees.
We are giving you the opportunity to go down as one of the GOATs in the sport.
Hold on.
You're welcome.
You want great employees, but you also have to be a great employer. Right now, you're not a great employer. No, so that needs to change on your end. You can't just be like, we're United.
That won't change because of your boys, Omar and that, and Glazers and Ineos and that. Because of your guy. See how things come full circle. No, it's like, see how you got caught out there, people. You're not a great place to be, but this guy will wax lyrical about Omar Barada. So why are we not a great place to be?
He's one man.
So he's not part of it. It's not just him.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what
the whole conglomerate. You're a part of it. So therefore, you're part of the problem. We win as a team, fail as a team, right?
He's one factor, but many things need to change over at United.
What needs to change? Then go and talk to us. What needs to change?
I'm just saying you need to chill with a worthy employer. Like you need to be a better employer. The environment needs to be better.
How do we get a better environment?
How do you get it? Well,
be done?
Many things, including the fan base,
Forget the fan base.
Yeah. Okay.
Forget the fan base. What else? Forget the fan base.
The
fan base is going to be mixed. Some fans will love you regardless. Some fans love this ownership and this manager. They're very supportive.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, what else?
Well, you got a lot. You got a lot to change. I mean, philosophy. Philosophy in terms of targets. How you like the targets that you go out. How you spend, and we've seen this, right?
I think you've done well with this, though.
Exactly. You credit that. This often comes off the books, and it's not the sexy part with regards to fans, but you got to change the facilities. You got to change the environment. You got to change your stadium.
The ownership can do that.
Exactly.
The new stadium,
and it does take time. Things don't happen so quickly. But you can see when there's a change of paint. Maybe an extension done onto the home.
Omar can get this in rolling, so that's on him and the rest of Ineos. They can sort it out.
Now they can sort it out. But Flawless, you hate this. It takes time. I know you hate that word.
Not to paint a place. No, it don't take time.
No, but it takes time to change an environment, to change the philosophy, to change the culture. That doesn't happen overnight.
That's like the phase thing, the culture thing at Manchester United ain't bad. It's a myth.
What?
It's a myth.
Why is that a myth?
Coach is bad. It's a myth because no one can tell me what it actually means.
Well,
what does it mean?
Hold on. You know what? I'm going to go back before our next show. I'm going to go back and see how CR7 was talking about United because that's not a myth.
He said, Ronaldo said nothing I haven't been telling you. You just don't like the messenger.
No, okay. So it's nothing that you haven't. So it's not a myth then. It's not a myth. It's true.
That's not culture. The owners being bad. We know the owners are bad. It's not a culture thing. We just have bad owners who don't want what's best for the football club. That doesn't mean everybody else can't do the best possible thing at their job. I say this all the time. We've had bad owners my entire life and have been successful. Let me repeat this. I've watched Manchester United win more than all these rival fans have seen combined. If you combine what City have won, if you combine what Liverpool's won in regards to Premier Leagues, I've seen more myself, so don't hit me with that. How many league titles you got under Pep?
Well, under Pep, he's given us 6.
Okay, and who might be the matching, and who won before that? You got like 2 more before that?
Yeah, Pellegrini and Mancini.
So that's 8. All right, cool. And City got 2, and Thingy got 2, right? Liverpool
got 2 recently, yeah.
Yeah. So that's 10. So between Liverpool and City, I've seen more. I've seen I don't even know. I've lost count. The overall point I'm making is we've had bad owners for time. We've had bad owners for a long time. That's not an excuse to not do the best possible job.
No, I hear you, but what's also changed, Flawless, and I think it's funny because sometimes there is credit, but then there isn't credit. Sir Alex Ferguson, no disrespect, Flawless, no disrespect, but Sir Alex Ferguson was the United that you're referencing. I had previous owners and we were da da da.
It was the same owners.
That was Sir Alex Ferguson.
But it was the same. But again,
but I'm speaking of the importance of what he was. You currently don't. Yeah.
My point exactly. So if you get a manager who's on job,
no.
Let me land. If you get a manager who's on job and you get parts of the ownership, if your boy Omar Barada and his cronies was on job, we'd be in a much better situation because the same ownership we were successful under. Why?
Because there was a lot more power entrusted. There was a lot more power entrusted decision maker with Sir Alex Ferguson. Managers are different today. How things are carved up with regards to responsibility. Yeah.
But also the people above him did a very good job. David Gill did a fantastic job.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I won't discredit that.
Same terrible ownership. So that's why the ownership is not an excuse. Because to man who say this myth, because 1 second, owners are like 70% of the club culture. So how come when the Glazers was here and running us in the ground, we were super successful? Why is that? Again, excuses.
No, because it's Sir Alex.
No, because it's and David Gill, two people who was on job, and the rest of the hierarchy as well on job. This is the point I'm making. Recruitment team, because the players we bought under that period on job. So if everybody's on job, even if it's a bad ownership, nobody's talking about the culture.
Can I ask you this though? Because I don't know this. You would know this. Was Gill there before the changeover in terms of Glazer ownership?
No, Gill. Yeah, wait. I can't remember. I'll tell you now.
Obviously, Sir Alex was. I
can't remember if he was. I'll tell you now. I'm gonna tell you now.
Yeah, as you look that up, I just mentioned it because now in this environment and what football is today, yes, you can have the same ownership, but the control, the power, the influence.
He joined in the 90s, so he was there way before.
So this is what I'm saying. It's different now in terms of what was inherited.
He got promoted. Wait, actually,
no, but he was still there. But he was still there.
Yeah, he was still there. He got promoted the year they took over, which is crazy. 05.
Okay.
Well, go on.
So I think
I didn't even know he was there in the 90s. That's mad. Sorry, go on.
If he was there before they took ownership, but he got promoted when they got, you would think that promotion was actually influenced by Sir Alex Ferguson and that the people that were there before. Because what would the Glazers really know in terms of who to hire and who to promote?
I'll tell you now. This is from Wikipedia. 1 second. It says.
But as you do that, and Neil's right, like the owners with regards to the culture, the culture is one of those things you don't like. It is part of the phases. It is part of the thing that
it's a myth because the culture, quote unquote, like this comment says here, 70% of the club of owner. I disagree with this.
Why?
That's the point I'm making. I disagree with this. The owners are 70% of the club. Like, I disagree because we were super successful under this because everybody under them did their job. People I think it's lazy and I think it's a get out of jail free card. I've been saying this, even though you don't have the best possible platform, you can do better. Ineos, as much as I criticize them, and they've shown actually in the window, they can recruit better. You can do better. Manager can do better. Players can do better. What it is, it's really that simple. Recruit better and nobody's talking about just recruit better players. Simple as that. If you recruit better players and recruit smartly, guess what? You'll be a much better side if you get an actual competent manager with an idea in regards to recruitment, because I got to add that into it as well. You'll be much better off, people. It's really not that difficult. But when people are doing their job, people look for excuses. Do your job. How about that? Do your job.
Let's try and agree that for them to do their job does take some time to hit the ground running.
I'm not asking you to hit the ground running. I'm saying don't take us backwards, which you have done on the pitch. We have got worse since you've got here. Your decision making has cost us that. We have got worse as a football team, have we not? If Klopp took Liverpool backwards, have they not took us backwards?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where my criticism lies. I'm not saying hit the ground running. I'm saying take us forward.
Okay, but like you mentioned, like Klopp, he went backwards, right? You can go backwards to go
I
forwards.
don't believe Klopp went backwards. I was using you in regards to league form because they went forward in every other aspect under Klopp.
Well,
They
I
went
mean,
forward under a
the league.
terrible ownership as well. By the way, they went forward.
But hold on. The league they
But
fell
they
back.
had but their recruitment was on point. They had an idea.
Okay. Hold on. But in the league they fell back. They went backwards from 6th to 8th or whatever it was. You guys fell backwards from where you were to 15th. However, you made it to a Europa final, right?
Mhm.
So when you want, hey, I was fair. I let you speak when you talked about where Klopp was taking the club and where they may have fell short in spots. Where you fell short in spots, but where you also advanced, you gotta. Let's try to keep it a little balanced because Europa, you made the final.
Here's the huge difference: our performances don't match. Their performances got better. What do you mean? All like performances don't matter. So performances don't matter.
No, performances do matter, but
okay, there's a consistency. Anyone can see. Like I said, when Klopp took over, they played the same way with the players he took over with as he did when he got all of his players. So when their 11 completely turned around, they played the same way. There was a clear identity because they were scoring goals even with terrible players. They was conceding a lot, but they was scoring goals. So you know what they did? Got better attackers to score even more goals. They then got better defensive players who could play his way. It's clear. We talking about here. Talking about a man who didn't win back-to-back Premier League games. All right.
Now,
if Klopp did that, he wouldn't be there. He wouldn't have been there so long.
I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna see whether their goals.
You know what you do? You work with a lot of people. Ask a Liverpool fan.
Oh well, they gas too much too though.
Ask
Liverpool fans don't even want to admit the truth with regards to Klopp, so it's tough to talk to them. So
do your own research. But to Andy,
I gotta do my own.
Clear as day what was going on. To this day, no one can tell me what our identity is.
You know what? I'm gonna say this real quick. With regards to Klopp coming in.
Exactly, Jack. This is just basic stuff. Nothing to do with the ownership.
Okay.
Zero to do with the ownership.
Now, hold on. Now, I love this. Jack, listen. What Amarin did last season. What was so inconsistent last season, right? Didn't win back-to-back. Couldn't find a true playing style identity. One thing that I'm really excited for this upcoming season is for those things to be on display, right? Like if it so happens, and again, I'm not predicting anything. It's a wait and see. But if we look at the game versus Arsenal, different from last season. If we look at the game, whoever they play next, if it's observing and being like, you know what, the criticism on Amarin with regards to I don't know what this man's playing style is. If it's clear after 2, 3, 4 games, I hope the United fans are like, okay, we know what the style is. We know what the playing style is.
Go on, sorry. Go on.
Now,
I was going to make a point on something. You said you made an interesting phrase that tied this all back to Sesko.
Okay.
Go on. I'm going to go on.
I'll remember my point.
Yeah. I know you got a great memory. I know. As great as you gaslight, you got to have a good memory. I hear it. Go on, as you were.
The playing style that's going to be on display has to be on display because he's now had a preseason, which is what he wanted last year. But hey, Glazers Inyo said it's either now or never. So he's got
they held a gun to his head and said, hey, you better jump on that flight from Lisbon to Manchester.
How many opportunities are you going to get to play for United? He took his chance, right? As disappointing as that season was, he's like, I may never get another shot. But he's got a preseason. You don't believe in yourself. Now, if we witness,
imagine I'm busy and the girl says to me, we got to go out today. And I'm like, I can't, I got stuff to do. Well, she's like, it's now or never. All right, it's never then.
Yeah, that's different.
She gonna spin back around. What's the difference?
That's very different. That's
okay. Then job scenario, dream job pops up and they're like, it's now or never, and you can't make it for some serious. I got some serious stuff that I can't bypass. They're like,
yeah. But obviously,
I'm gonna tell them, nah, it's never. Because if I believe in my source and I'm that good at what I do, you're gonna come back around.
Yeah, it's true. But maybe the coming back around.
This is why he wanted to resign after the Europa League final. But here we are.
Now you're twisting it up too. Maybe the coming back around isn't instantaneous. Maybe it's a couple years. Maybe he doesn't want to wait a couple years for the coming back around.
Yeah, cool. Well, do you know what? That's your error then. No, but these are the reports that came out. He wanted to resign after the Europa League final.
He
So I'm not
wanted
making
to
that up.
resign.
Yes.
No, his
Yeah.
words was, "I want to resign."
Yes, he was wanted to resign with no compensation, and the board blocked it.
That's not. He said.
And
He
the same
said.
happened in February. Yes, these are the
No.
reports. Hey, you
Were
have
the
Twitter, search it,
were
and you'll
the
see it for yourself.
okay? Let me go off of my memory. Weren't the reports saying that if
No. These are new reports, Vale. This
new
happened. This happened
reports?
3-4 days ago. Yeah, these reports came out 3-4. I did a show on it.
Yikes!
He wanted to walk. Yes,
He
and
wants.
twice.
Okay, so
Twice
let me
it was
ask this
one in.
question.
Yeah, go on.
Let me ask this question.
Go on.
Was he willing to walk if the club weren't confident in him, and that's how he would walk? He said, "I'll leave with no compensation if the club don't want me in the role," or was he saying, "I'm prepared to resign
He said, "I'm prepared to resign and leave with no compensation."
if there's no confidence in him"?
He was again, whether there's no confidence
No,
or
that's
not,
different.
you playing up semantics. Man don't want to, once man's talking about resigning, you
No,
don't want to be, you don't
no,
believe in yourself fully.
no. This is the man that does believe in himself. He's like, "Listen, if you don't believe in me, I will
You
walk
don't
away."
believe, no, you don't believe in yourself.
He
Because you
does
wouldn't
believe
have,
in himself. He said,
he
"No."
don't
He
believe in,
said,
he don't believe in himself. But all right, cool.
he said, "If you don't believe I can get the job done, then I'm gonna walk away."
Yeah,
If
that's what he
you,
did say. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
So you
that's
don't have
not.
faith in yourself? Why is that a conversation?
No. He's saying, if you don't have faith in me, I'm walking away.
Why
I'm
do
not
you
gonna prove
believe? Why
myself
would
to
you
you
ask the board that then? If we're playing semantics, why would the board ask you that?
because I don't want to be somewhere where I'm not wanted.
Why would the board ask you that?
Why would the board ask him?
Why would you know? Why would he believe that the board don't have faith in him?
Oh, because of rumors that are probably going around that toxic environment.
So
People
it's
are
just
probably
rumors, yeah?
whispering.
So he thought, so just because of rumors, he thought that's why. So it's nothing to do with performance or results. Because this happened
No,
in February as well, by the
yeah,
way.
it would have been. It
No,
would
no,
have
no.
been.
It happened twice. No, it happened twice. Because this happened in
Yeah, no,
February.
I believe it. I believe it in terms of like
He said as
the
much in the
whispers.
press conference as well. But yeah. Exactly,
Okay.
Dazzle. Talk about resigning would never come from a confident manager. If you're happy in a relationship, you're not talking about leaving.
No.
Are you?
Let's. No, hold on. Let me flip
Are
this.
you?
Gaza, let me flip this real
Are
quick.
you?
Let me flip this real
No.
quick.
Are
No.
you?
Let me flip this real quick. In
Let
and
me see
obviously
it,
this is a flex you would do dating, not in marriage. But if you're dating a girl and she's like, "Oh, I'm not happy." Well, if you're not happy, leave. That's big.
Absolutely.
That's okay. So
Absolutely.
if he's saying you're not happy with me, he's him talking to the board, talking to the owners, whatever. He's like, if you guys
The board are telling him that though. The board have not said that.
no. Listen, he keeps hearing, he keeps
Stop
whatever.
hearing, man. How about you do better? How about
Okay,
win matches? Worried
okay,
about the
all
outside
that's
noise
fine.
again.
All that's
Man's
fine.
paranoid. You hear
All that's fine.
again. There's rumors surrounding every manager under pressure because you're doing terrible at your job. You're paranoid. That's why.
No.
I'm
Okay,
saying.
so he could be
Alright, cool.
paranoid or not. But if
Cool.
he goes face to face to whoever the decision makers are, and he's like, listen,
Cool.
if you guys are not happy with me, I
No one's
will
told
leave.
him they're not happy with him.
Okay, so then a confident
No one's
man
told
will
him.
ask that question.
No,
A non-confident man will just
I'm not
I'm
asking the question.
gonna wait for the hammer to drop.
I'm only asking that question if I know that I'm not doing well. If I'm doing well, that's not a conversation. Pep's never had that conversation with the City board.
You don't think there was a conversation when Pep was
Pep's
1 and
never
13?
had that conversation with the City
Not
board.
that conversation, but you don't think there was a check-in after 1 and 13?
There would have been a check-in and like what's going on, but he has enough credit in the bank. The point is Pep would never do that.
But again, there's the
Okay,
difference.
exclude the 113. Before this season's just gone, Pep's never having that conversation.
If Pep has a bad stint,
stint, yes, but that's the
but
point.
that's what,
Bad stint. He didn't have a bad. He had a horrific stint. That Pep stint was not as bad as it wasn't the Amorim stint. The point I make, Slot never had that conversation with Liverpool.
But at the same time, Pep has said in the press conference, he knows if he's not winning, he's not remaining here.
Oh, right. Oh, let's kill this dead. All right. So thank you. Since the words and we're doing semantics, so we'll get to it. In February, Amorim considered resigning as the season fell apart. After the Europa League final, he offered to leave. offered to leave, not forced, not
There's an
asked.
if. No, there's an if.
Offered to leave. What's the if now? What's the if? Go on. This gonna be good.
Okay,
Go on,
so
what's the if?
again, that's not a proper quote because one, there's no quotation
Offered.
marks and it's not a full sentence.
Offered to
That's
leave.
paraphrasing. That's paraphrasing.
Offered.
But the if would be, I will leave with no compensation if you
There was
don't
no
think.
quote in what I just said before, so we all just guessing them.
No, I know. So that's why we were calm with the conversation. We're kind of going back and forth, but we're giving the gist of it, right?
Okay,
So
cool. So how do you offer to leave if you're confident in what you're doing? Then, if you're confident of your ability and you're going to turn it around,
because he's confident in his ability to get the next job.
So you believe Amarim confident in his ability?
I think he believes if he fails at United, he's going to succeed at another club.
No. Do you believe that he believes he's going to succeed here? Is the question I'm asking.
Paulus, how am I going to answer that? How am I going to answer what the next man believes?
Do you believe that Pep thinks he's going to win the league this season?
My manager, yes, he believes he's going to win the league.
Okay, do you believe Slot believes he's going to win the league this season?
Sure.
Okay,
after,
then. So
after
we can
having record spending and breaking transfers, yes, I think he does.
Thank you. So yes, we can say that about Pep and we can answer it about Slot. So now we can answer it about Amarim. Do you believe Amarim believes he's going to be successful at Manchester United? It's a simple question.
Okay, yes.
You think Amarim thinks he's going to be successful?
He's going to be successful this season, yes.
All right, cool. All right.
Now, what is his success to your success to my success? Those are all different.
We got nothing else to discuss. The fact that you think Fez, if you think
wait, hold on. No. We'll address this. No, we'll address this. So you think Amarin's sticking in a job because he thinks he's not going to be successful?
Yes, I think he wants to pay out.
He's just collecting a check. He's just collecting a check.
I've said this. Okay. I think he wants to pay out. Yes. Okay. I've said this to you.
Then your owners and your fans that don't believe otherwise are fools. If you can see this and no one else can see this, everyone that doesn't see this are fools, right?
What have I been telling you about this ownership the whole time?
All right. Flawless and flawless and his
hello.
Is the only ones that know.
Is this microphone? Let me.
Look at this guy. Flawless and his circle of United fans are the only ones that know better. Here we go.
Is this mic on? I've been telling you this the whole time. And now, months into it, you want to realize that, the ownership of fools, no shit. Been saying this. And now it takes the whole time for people to say it. For people to see it. Yes.
Okay.
I think he's here collecting a check. He tried to resign twice. He offered or spoke about or whatever semantics you want to use for twice inside from it was February. So February, March, April, May. Twice in 4 months. This man was talking to the board about resigning. Yes, I don't believe he wants to be here. And he looks that way. And things he says also point to that too. Yes. Well, people, Manchester United fans, content creators, social media people believe we're going to have a good season with this man. Which is absolutely mind-boggling to me. That this guy was talking about suffering in pre-season. Tried to leave twice in 4 months. But I'm the crazy one.
Yeah. So I'm going to refer to Amarin moving forward as the manager that's just collecting a check at United. He's checked out.
I've been telling you this. That
he's checked out. He's doing these pre-seasons for nonsense, for jokes and giggles. He's part of the recruitment team with regards to the players that are coming in these transfers, setting things up for the next manager.
I don't think he's I think he's a part of the team we wanted. I think he's a part. He has a say in the players we bring in, but the players that he wanted, we've not went and got. The likes of Gyökeres.
Okay, so let's not blame any of these players for their performance because they're not Amarin players. Then
I don't blame. Say that again.
So these players that are coming in, they're coming in for United, not for Amarin. So
agreed. Yes.
All right. Okay. So if they do well, it's bonus. If they don't do well, it's kind of expected because they're not.
What have I said to you countless times this season? I'll state it again. We are relying on the individual quality of said players in regards to how far we're going to go under this manager.
We're doing the Ollie individual brilliance.
Yes, I've been saying this. It's back to Ollie. It's back to Ten Hag. Because you're talking about performances, which is a great point. Here, the thing is with this. I don't think our performances, this is key, performances from last season will be too dissimilar from performances this season. The reason why I think we get better results is because we have better players. So because we have Konya and Bremo, we have two players who can create for themselves, create for others, and score goals. So we're going to be sat here doing the show during the season, and I'm going to be telling you, yeah, the performance was awful, but we managed to get the win because Bremo scored late, or Konya scored late, or Bruno scored late, or Ahmad, or whatever the case may be. Yes,
that's nasty.
It's literally the season on repeat.
That's nasty. So
Again,
sorry.
This is the ownership. Sorry, go on.
Just to be clear, so successes aren't. What would you have to see for there to be credit to the manager? That's what's interesting to me. What would you have to see on the pitch to give credit to the manager? I think that would be a good reset.
The same thing over everything got to change. I've been saying this. First and foremost.
No, but you know how you like to press. You know how you like to press people and be like, cool. Give me specifics. You know how you like to do that.
On the specifics, okay. All right, make us hard to break down.
No. Before the season, because obviously players need to come in, right?
But wait,
it's going to be
talking about Amarim. There's nothing.
I'm talking about Amarim. I'm not going to ask that now. I'm not going to ask that now because obviously the full induction of players need to happen. But I'm very curious on how you're looking at football to be like, I'm watching this and I can say this is the manager's influence or this is just player individual brilliance. I'm gonna try to get some clarity on that before the season starts. Not now. I'm not asking you that now because I actually have to address this and I might have to bounce. Right, but cool. you see.
I was gonna give you specifics, but if you want to wait, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah. No. We'll give the chat a proper response with regards to what.
Because the chat before, because someone have been asked that before, and someone after this will ask me that again. Someone will ask me that again because there's people who believe that we are going to do well. So Khalid who says, Flawless, you turned on Amarim like, yes, I did, because he came in and performed awfully. Same way, I'm a massive fan of Konya. If Konya performs terribly here for 2 years, I'm not going to be sat here in 2027 talking about, well, I wanted him in 2025. If he performs terribly, I'm going to say he performed terribly. What are we doing? Same way the girl that I was talking to, I thought was the girl of my dreams, turned out to be a dickhead. I'm not going to keep her around, am I? Man asked me, yo, what happened with you and such? She a dickhead. Fuck her. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, it's on him. What we doing here? Like, so I'm supposed to, all right, stand on it regardless. No, I'm going to change my mind with new evidence because I'm balanced. Yes, I'm not going to ignore the new information presented to me. Of course, I'm going to change my mind if I was so exactly common, which ironically is common sense. Same way to you lot. If I all of a sudden switched up the channel in regards to content I was doing. So all of a sudden I was like, forget football. I'm going to start doing golf. I'm going to start watching golf and tennis and watching Wimbledon and the French Open and the US Open and the Australian Open and PTAs and GTAs and TS or whatever they're all called and start watching PGA golf. And all of you lot gonna stick around just because you rate me. Nah, I don't like Sarcasm City TV no more. Man's watching golf and tennis. Well, yo, some of you lot have been here 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So why are you not sticking around? See how stupid that sounds. It's the same with this manager. New evidence. And I've used an extreme, by the way. Now, they will be back in a sec. He just messaged me. He'll be back. He'll be back in a sec. Don't worry about that. Shout out to Vayer every single time. Subscribe to his channel, people. Subscribe to his channel as well. What do you want to know about City? Ask some questions, Andy. I got you. But there's not really too much going on. Give the man a chance with new signings. Well, he's going to get a chance, Khaled, isn't he? Because he's here. So he's going to get a chance. And if he proves me wrong, I'll go, yeah. Fairs. Question, Flawless. Wasn't the humor involved before? Say this again, Cam. Wasn't the humor involved before? What can Amarim do to change your opinion? First and foremost, pick better lineups. How about that? Pick better players. Start there. Also, tactically be more smart. Tactical adjustments. Let's start there. How about more tactical changes within the game? How about that? Playing players in position, even though I said best 11s, playing players in position. Don't play Bruno in central midfield because he's not a central midfielder. Don't play Mount in central midfielder because he's not a central midfielder. Don't play Luke Shaw because he's not good enough. Don't play Maguire because he's not good enough. Insist on getting a new goalkeeper. Insist on bringing in a central midfielder. They're just things to start with. When we are under the caution again, change it, whether it's from a tactical standpoint or a substitute standpoint. Things like that. Not watch preseason to Khalid. You said you haven't, no, I've not seen, will not watch preseason, so I can't. So if I'm being, so what's negative, Khalid? What have I said that's incorrect? This is going to be good. So you said I'm being negative. What have I said that you disagree with? This is going to be good. No CFC text, I wouldn't take Maresco. Not seeing enough about him. Not seeing, he's what managed the season inside the Prem. So I'm still undecided as into regards to how good he is. We're going to find out in the next 2 years, though. There you go. There you go. Big up, cause. Why are you being so yes? What have I said that is incorrect, Khalid? That is quote unquote negative. Let me know. Flawless, what if Amorim doesn't win in his first 3 games? It's possible. It's only Barca. It's possible. If he doesn't win in his first 3 games. I believe we will. Let me actually pull up our first 3 games. I believe we will. Hold up. Just checking out. I know Arsenal's first. Arsenal, Fulham away, Burnley at home. Yeah, if someone said we don't win in our first 3 games, no. Answer the question, Khalid. You said I am being too negative. So hit me with the specifics. What have I specifically said that you disagree with? I genuinely want to know, because people use these words and blanket statements like, oh, why are you being so negative? So what am I being negative about? What specifically have I said that you disagree with? I'm not even going to dispute it. I just genuinely want to know. Just genuinely want to know. Just genuinely. Blame Vader because he left Warrior J. I was trying to know. Because Warrior J, because Khalid said I was being too negative before the season started. So I want to know what I've said that is negative. I don't even think I've spoken too much on the actual upcoming season, like in this show. So he might be talking about something I've said previously. He might be talking about this show. Vader will be back, people. You just sorting some stuff out. Hey, Jack, Amorim was 15th. How's this harsh? In fact, we're actually being nice to the guy. I agree. Could say a lot of worse things when you actually delve into like what he did this past season. I really don't. But then people pop up and say things that make us delve into it. And Vader says things that makes us delve into it. So that's why I got to ask. Spurs fans do this all the time. You're just being negative, can't critique or do anything really. So I want to know, Khalid. I'm not even going to dispute. I just want to know what it is. Flawless, don't let these United fans silence you. I've been talking a long time. I was talking before this. Before I launched the channel and was on this microphone, I was having these type of debates and going back and forth and stuff like that. So this is nothing new to me. No, whatever. Okay, so you're already saying he's going to get sacked this season. Can't you be a bit more? I don't deal with hope. You lot don't block him, no, because Khalid's my guy. Don't block him, but no, I don't deal with hope. I deal with logics. I deal with logical things and facts and look at things from a balanced perspective. So I'll ask you the question again, Khalid. What have I said that you believe is negative outside of him getting sacked? Because I think he will get sacked. Whether I wanted him to or not, by the way, I think he gets sacked this season. So I don't know how that's negative, me giving my opinion on that. Because even if I didn't want him to get sacked, I think he's not good enough, so he will get sacked. So how's that negative? I'm lost. And what else do you think I've said that is negative? Because to me, that's not negative. That's me being honest. I'm not going to sit on this platform and lie. I got too much love and respect for all of you lot. And it's love, all the citizens in the city of sarcasm. I don't lie to you lot about things. So again, Khalid, I asked you the question, what am I being negative about? Well, if you backed Amorim, you wouldn't have said that. Wouldn't have said what? That he's going to get sacked because I don't believe he's good. So how is it negative that I don't believe he's good? Same way I don't think Højlund's good. So therefore, he's not going to perform well. Doesn't to cause, if you had said he got sacked because we still have certain players to get it, but to think he's just completely washed coach is unfair. I ain't talking about, that's a whole different conversation whether he's a washed coach or not. I don't think he works here. I don't care whether he's a washed coach or not. He's washed here. He could go elsewhere and be successful. That's a whole other conversation and people can deal with semantics. Ironically, Veta was talking about Garnacho going to Chelsea and doing well. Don't care. Garnacho don't work here. Amorim don't work here. Amorim don't work here. I'm a Manchester United fan. So yeah, so Khalid, what is negative about me giving my opinion that this manager's not good enough? Again, what else is negative? I genuinely want to know. I genuinely want to know. Because you don't want me to lie to you. That's what it is. That's what it seems. Why won't he work? Why won't he work here? Why are you really asking me this question, Cause? Because me and you talk. Like me and you had a great conversation. Are you genuinely asking me this question seriously? Like seriously? This is it. Are you seriously? Of course, the musical touch says if you prove, of course, and I'd be over the fucking moon. Let me clarify this. I want to be wrong about the manager. I would love nothing more than Manchester United to fly this season and have everybody tell me how wrong I am. You know why? Because I'm a Manchester United fan. And I want us to do the best. I just don't think that he is good enough. Why is this so hard to understand? I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm really at a loss. I want to be wrong, but all the evidence and everything in my footballing brain tells me this is going to be diabolical. Well, all right. Okay. So, yeah, I'm still waiting for an answer. And to Michelle, who said earlier as well, I don't think I started, but she said it's refreshing to hear from a Manchester United fan be honest. Yeah, because I'm going to be super honest. That's why. I'm going to be super honest. I'm not going to lie to you lot. Yeah, I'll run jokes and banter and da-da-da and all this type of stuff. But don't you think with better players, he will improve? No, I don't think he improves, no. I think the better players just perform better. So from Garnacho and Højlund to Mbeumo and Cunha, yes. If a manager's relying on his players, if you're only as good as your players, that is a problem. Because you don't improve anybody. This is what this is telling me. You don't improve no one. So I don't want you. Coaching matters. Improve players. The best managers improve players. That's what it is, and get results with groups of players. Like I was mentioning yesterday to Smurf was it on the Bayesian show? So not yesterday, a couple of days ago, when Emery took over Aston Villa. Emery took over an Aston Villa side from Steven Gerrard that was 17th. It was 17th. And he took him from 17th to 7th. Why was that? And to cause, he says Pep Guardiola flawless. What about Pep? Because when a lot of them players that he bought, nobody seen him at the level they was at. No one can tell me they thought Rodri was a Ballon d'Or contending player. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? How am I being explain, Khalid? How am I being disingenuous? How? Yes, not all players work out, but he improved players. Because them players were not seen as highly before he got to. I'm talking about the players who've been successful. Forget your Haalands and that. Because Haaland was already on the horizon. I'm talking Rodri. Rodri's a prime example. No one looking at Rodri the way he was. He's just a kind of example. Read the comment before. What was the comment before? I missed it. He has improved Ahmad, Casemiro, Xerxes, Dogu, Martinez. I disagree with this. I don't believe he improved Ahmad. I think Ahmad's at that level. Casemiro's at that level. He don't even want to play Xerxes. So what we talking about here? Dogu, no. What are we judging it off? Because Dogu was only here for 6 months. So unless you watch Lecce, which I know you didn't, how can we say that? And Martinez was worse under him. Martinez was better under Ten Hag because that system suits him better. He's a better in a back four than he is a back three. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Ahmad is just Ahmad level. He did not improve Casemiro. He made Casemiro look terrible. He didn't even want to use Cas. And this is the type of thing I'm talking about, the lengths people go to. Man said he improved Dogu based off of what? Man didn't watch Lecce. He's played 6 months. Oh, Lord of mercy, yo. Yo, because people just be saying anything. That's why. Shout out to Favours Football TV. Make sure you subscribe. Because people just be saying anything. That's why. Any nonsense to support this nonsense. Any nonsense argument to support this nonsense manager and what's going on. What you're saying, what would make you change your mind about Amrim saying if you get better players mean we just perform better, we have ballers is unfair. How is that unfair? Is that not correct cause? If we bear in mind, I don't think we perform better as a team. Like performance-wise, I think those individuals perform well. I think me and you could manage Cunha and Bremo and they're still going to do bits. What are we talking about here? Man, I just let man back in this nonsense. I'm saying this manager won 5 games in 5 months. From January to May. We collected 15 points. No, I'm not ignoring you, Chef. Say your piece. What did you say? What did you say, Chef? I missed it. I was going back and forth with someone else, as you've seen. And I still want answer to my question, actually, Khaled. What am I being negative about? Notice how people can't answer my questions, but I can answer questions just straight off the rip. What am I being negative about? That's what I want to know. Khaled, answer my question. What is he being negative about? What am I being negative about? What is it? Tell me. What am I being negative about? So you said, because I think he's going to get sacked. Well, that's what I want to know. But I think he's going to get sacked. What else? Yes, what in regards to Amorim? What? Be specific. We deal with specifics here. So what specifically have I said? Don't hit me with a feeling. Hit me with some actual facts. You said because I said he's going to get sacked. What else? What else? What else? Because you don't believe we're going and beating in our first 10. So here we are. You don't believe that. I got to do a mythical stuff. You guys getting 24 points out of 30. That's a title charge. We get 24 points out of our 30. You lot will have your answers by Christmas. I already know what this is. That is what it is. Again, Khaled, I said, okay, cool. Scratch all that. So I'm negative because I don't think he improved anyone and I think he's going to get sacked. What else? We got 2 now. We're getting somewhere. So I don't think he improved anybody. I think he's going to get sacked. What else? It's going to be good. What else? Don't worry, I'll wait. I read, yo, this is the crazy part. Man had this exact same conversation about Ten Hag just 12 months ago. The summer of 2024. Had the exact same combo. Exact same. Exact same. Yeah, only Barca. Notice how he's silent now when we start actually asking questions. So yeah, this is what I need to know. So because I said he didn't improve anyone, and I think he's gonna get sacked. Well, okay, hypothetically, we have a good start 2030. Will you hold your hands up about Amorim or say it's just the players? How did the performances go? If the manager actually improves and it's tactical now involved with the players, then yeah, I hold my hands up. If it's just player brilliance, then I'm going to tell you it's player brilliance. I'm going to tell you what I believe it is. Because you don't believe that cause. You made that nonsense prediction. You don't believe that shit. What are we talking about here? Because if that was the case, you go put money on it and get rich. No, the odds you get for United being undefeated in 10, there's probably like 1,000 to 1 or something like that. Go get rich. And I'm not encouraging gambling, by the way. But go get rich. Be 1,000 to 1, 501 to do that. Don't make me even go Google that. I know it's big odds. So go put £1 on that and make some bread. Hey, where's it, Khaled? What else have I been negative about? Notice how when I start asking questions, responses slow down. Exactly. You're a gambler, bro, and you won't do it because you don't believe that nonsense you be saying. What are the odds? Someone check that for me. What are the odds on United going and beating in 10 from your local bookmaker? So, all right. So I'm negative about 2 things. So there's 2 things you disagree with me on in regards to the manager. So there's 2 things, Khaled. Now, it wasn't Khaled who was to the bookies. It was Cause. Make sure you follow his TikTok as well, people. Follow Cause's TikTok. Addicted to United. There we go. Addicted to United. Go follow his TikTok. That's my G. See? So you have no argument. It's not about remembering word for word. Statements, facts. If you can't bring facts to me, don't comment on what I'm talking about. Get out of your feelings and hit me with facts. And this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Man has nothing to back up his statement. 2 things he came up with. No one's asking word for word. You said this, you said this, you said this. Because when I go debate with someone or I disagree with them about something, I know their talking points. Well, you said this, you said this, you said this, you said this. If you can't do that, you are just talking for talking's sake because you like the manager and you don't like what I'm saying, which is cool. Say that. Say that. No, not just joined 15 minutes ago. I'm saying overall. Wait, are you basing this just off today? Are you basing this just off today? Is what you're saying. Shout out to Lauren as well. Love in the chat, Lauren. You already know what it is. So you're basing this, Khaled, off today. I thought you would watch me prior. The way you was talking. Is this what it is? Please let me know. Please make sure it's not just this stream. Way more than 1,000 plus, probably at a 0 exactly. A man's a gambler. And he's not even looked at that because Cause don't believe that nonsense. That's why. He don't believe that shit he's talking. Not in the slightest. That's hope. Hashtag nope to hope. One of the quotes in the city. Don't ban Cause though, because it's my guy. Nah, it's been a while. Oh, say so you've ironic, you lost. How come you didn't watch me after the Europa League final? Why is that? Why is that, Khaled? This is gonna be good. Why have you not watched me since? Why didn't you watch me after the Europa League final? Interesting. $40 to 1. All right, so it's less. So you can go put a tenner on that and get rich. Again, don't gamble, people. Full stop. But if you do, make sure you gamble responsibly and only if you're over the legal age. I just want to hear what he's got to say. That's all. Ironic. You know what I'm saying? And this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Oh, you was busy. Okay. Busy for the whole time. So why are you back now? Notice this. Notice this busy, yeah? So you wouldn't have been here talking if they would have won that. No, it's people. This is what I'm talking about. This is, I keep stating this is exactly the type of fans and people I have to deal with in regards to in this space. Because if we would have won, he would have been here talking the most. But because we lost, we ain't seen him. The Europa League final was May. It took him all the way to August to get back here. He's been busy from May to August, and all of a sudden it's free tonight. And I go live every day. Someone do the math on that. I go live twice a day every day. From August, from May to August. How many streams is that? How many months is that? June, July, we saying 2 months and some change. We're saying what, 60 to 70, 80 streams. And all of a sudden now he's 3. All right, okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. All right. So why are you here now if you don't like negativity? If you don't like negativity, why are you here now? Why sit down and watch something you don't like? Please elaborate, because I wouldn't personally do that. Oh yeah, A. Solomon, add in the other streams I've been on as well. Add in the other streams as well. So why? Why sit down and watch something you do not like? Big up Brush every time. That's genuinely what I know, that's because it baffles me and I've never been able to ask anyone this question. So now I get a psyche of it into the side. Because man said he ain't watched me since May. Before the final, ironically. And then we lose one of Amarim's worst defeats, and then we don't see him till the start of August. I'm not saying I don't like your channel. I just want to know the reasoning behind your opinion. You want to know the reasoning behind, but you've already made your stance on my opinion. You told me I'm negative, but couldn't tell me why I'm negative. Or did you just not like 2 of my talking points? Ask questions, Khalid. What do you want to know? The floor is yours. What do you want to know? So let me know. What do you want to know? Floor is yours. People, I'm at a loss. But Khalid's cool, so it's like, all right, let's have the debate. Of course, anytime, cause again, Addicted to United. Make sure you lot follow on TikTok as well. Look for the shout out, my guy. Can we talk about how you're disappointed with the Sesko signing? Not disappointed, that's too strong. Underwhelmed. Disappointed is too far. I think there's better options for that type of money. And I think you can go get better for that type of money. I don't think he's worth £74 million. That's why I'm underwhelmed by it. But if you want to know further, let me know. Let me know. First eight matches. What is the win, draw, loss record? Pulling up now. Big up for the super chat as well. Appreciate it. We adding in Sesko to this, right? Because he's probably going to sign. Draw against Arsenal. I think we beat Fulham, beat Burnley, lose to City, draw Chelsea. That's 6, right? Brentford win, Sunderland win. So I've got us winning 4 out of the first 8. 1 loss. Yeah, win, draw. Yeah, win. Wait, sorry. Draw, win, win, loss, draw, win, win. So yeah, I got 4 out of 8. That's it. That's the win, draw, loss record. So 1 loss, 4 wins, 3 draws. Ironically, flawless 76 days since you lost that final. That means roughly to 150 to 160 streams. And man finds his way back now magically. Man wouldn't have missed 100 to 50 or 160 streams if we won that final. All right. Okay. We got here. Also, you were negative overall about next season, saying that would be Ten Hag next season repeated. Do you believe Amarim's better than Ten Hag, Khalid? Are you confused by this? Fulham away. Fulham's away, by the way. Why are you so confident we can beat the small teams when that was our Achilles heel? Who said I was confident? You said I was confident. I'm not confident. If someone said We won't beat Fulham, I hear it. I think we'll beat Burnley because we're good at beating the relegation sides. Brentford, I don't reckon it'll be the same. And Sunderland's a newly promoted side. Who said the 4 wins I picked? The only ones I'm picking with confidence are Burnley and Sunderland. The Fulham game, no, because that was very close last season. And I think we played them 3-4 times last season and it was all close. From when we won 1-0 at their place when they knocked us out of the FA Cup. That's the 8, right? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Sunderland at home bite. I'm missing one. Liverpool away loss, by the way. Liverpool away is a Liverpool. Sorry, time to the super chat. Liverpool away is a loss. So yeah, but that's not no. Let me clarify that. Ain't no confidence. Ain't no confidence. If our target to win Premier League in 2028 isn't Sesko the smart choice, no, because I don't believe Sesko is that of that level. I don't see the potential that in 3 years he's gonna be him. So no, I don't think it's the smart choice. Nah, not in the slightest. I don't think he is. Oh, Michelle, I hear you 100%. I ain't saying outside of Sunderland. Wait. Let me just clarify this. Outside of Sunderland and Burnley at home, they're the only two in the first 8 that I'm saying confidently will win. If someone says we draw or lose the rest, I hear it. 100%. I don't see how Sesko is a massive improvement to Højlund. Xerxes is better, in my opinion. I agree. I think Sesko's better than Højlund, yes, but I don't think he's a massive improvement. Is he better? Yes. But then again, he is a massive improvement, but that's not because Sesko's amazing. That's because Højlund is the worst striker in the league. So he is technically a massive improvement, but not so much Sesko. I do believe Xerxes is better. I also believe he's a better fit for him and Bremo and Cunha. And if I'm spending 74 million pounds on a player, I want him in the first team certified. I want him to be in Bremo or Cunha. Be of their level or better is where I'm at. That's what I'm saying. So you're basically saying that it'll be like last season with Ten Hag, which is a negative. Khalid, answer my question. Do you think Amorim's better than Ten Hag? Scratch that. Do you think Amorim's done a better job than Ten Hag? Cool, cause first. I want the striker. So you think, okay then, what has Amorim done better than Ten Hag since he got here? Oh, Lauren, yeah, he can't answer why he thinks I'm negative because he ain't got no answer. It's just how my beliefs make him, how my opinion makes him feel. That's all. Hence why it took him 2 months to get back here. Because if we were, like I said, if we would have won that finally, he would have been back here before that 2 months, but he was busy. All right. And it's the people who support my channel and fucks with me, you know. I was supposed to anyway, because there's some strange support, but let's not even get into that. I even want to get into all of that. Like, I'm at a loss. I just hope people don't expect a madness. Sesko isn't prolific, very raw talent. And this is it. I expect for 74 million pounds, I expect a madness. I expect certified stars. For 74 million pounds, don't just bring me raw. Raw talent should be lower down on the list. Should be this, and this. Raw talent. That's just my perspective on it. Others are different. It's a hell of a lot of potential. Hell of a lot of money for just potential. I'm not a fan of that. More than in Bremo, more than in Cunha, but not better than either of those two. Not on the same level as those two. Not close to those two. I don't like the fee. It's my major issue with it. I don't like the fee. I really don't. If you're so confident in Amorim, then Flawless and anyone else who disagrees with you shouldn't bother you this much. You know why? Because what I'm saying holds weight. And people can't dismiss it because I'm a Manchester United fan. If I was a rival fan, if I was Liverpool, if I was Arsenal, if I was Chelsea, it's, oh, you're hating. It's the easy way to do it. But man can't say this. I'm man born and bred. M postcode. I'm at now M postcode my whole life. Man can't say, oh, you're just hating. So then that's what it is. Because if I'm this confident in a player, I don't have to go back and forth with people. Or if I'm that confident in a manager or a team, dude. So I don't go back and forth. People told me Bremo wasn't worth the money. I don't go back and forth with them about it. People were trying to tell me he's not worth before we signed him when it was like in the last stages. Go back and check my live streams. I was saying you sign him, he's worth the money. Well, I know he's not. I ain't going back and forth with no one about it. I'm not going back and forth like I rate him. And he'll prove you lot wrong once the season starts. For anyone who doesn't. Like, that's it. Hey, Khaled, did you answer? Hey, let me get back to it. Khaled, I need an answer to my question. Don't worry about the chat. Me and you were talking. You said he's better than Amorim. I mean, you said Amorim's better than Ten Hag. What has Amorim done better than Ten Hag since he got here? Again, I'm not even going to dispute it. I just want to see the reason. Show me how you got to the answer. I want to see the working out. I genuinely want to know. To Lauren, who says, if Højlund doesn't leave, do you think Sesko deal happens? Yeah, I think it happens regardless. I think they're set. I don't think you put out this much money and it's based off of another player. I think they're set on Sesko. And we'll probably get him as well. Hey, Pitto, big up for the super chat. I appreciate it, my guy. He says, funny how a negative opinion bothers this fan base more than the negative results on the pitch. LOL. Keep up the good work, bro. Appreciate the super chat, first and foremost. Secondly, I've said this. I'm held more accountable by certain United fans than the United manager and board and players are. People will be more harsh with their criticism of me than they are the board and the manager and the players. Bear in mind, from January to May, this man got 15 points. Over a 5-month period, he got 15 points. We won 1 Premier League game per month. We averaged 3 points per month in the Premier League from January to May. 3 of the 5 teams we beat were the 3 sides who got relegated. Ipswich, Southampton, Leicester. All right. Okay. Oh, you answered. My bad, Khaled. I missed it. Let me scroll up. Is this the answer? Did you answer my question with a question? So, Flawless, don't you think style of playing, game management, and player profiling is improved? I didn't ask what I think of it. I'm asking your opinion on it, Khaled. So I'll ask the question again. Yeah, it took an Amad Diallo hat trick for us to beat Southampton. Yes, you are right, only Barca. What has Amorim done better than Ten Hag since he got here? Don't ask me what I think. I am asking you what you think. What do you think he's done better? That's all. I'm not even going to dispute it. I'm asking, all right, so you think the style of play, in-game management, player profiling, what else, Khaled? Those are 3 things. Let me start it so I don't miss this out. Okay. Style of play, in-game management, player profiling. I've just started that. What else, Khaled? Sorry, I'll wait. Well, we got 3 things. Is there anything else? Just genuinely want to know. Only Barca, you just gotta allow it though. You know what I'm saying? I hear you, but you gotta allow it. That's why I'm asking him for the working out. Talent ID and man management. Talent ID is the same as player profile and man management as well. Okay. Talent ID. Anything else? Anything else? Let me know when it stops so then we can move on to the next point. I'm just gathering all the information. All right. You said style of play. Okay, in-game management, player profiling, talent ID, and man management. All right, so we'll start with which one should we start with? Player profiling. What player is he profiled better? What players did he profile better? We'll start with that. Out of the team. What players did he profile better? Sorry, I'll wait. It's gonna be good. Again, I'm not even gonna dispute it, Khaled. I just want to know. I just want to know what players he profiled better. So what players was Ten Hag miss? Bear in mind, I think Ten Hag was awful as well, by the way. But what players did Ten Hag miss profile that he profiled? So Maz, Ahmad, Xerxes, and Bruno. Well, he didn't play Ahmad, so that don't count. Bruno had his worst performance season in regards to GNA and overall performances, so I disagree with Bruno. And Xerxes, he don't start. Neither of them played. Neither of them played. And Maz actually, even though he's performed well, is a fullback. Maz is not a centre-back. He's not a wing-back. He's a fullback. So what are we talking about here? Maz is a fullback. Ahmad didn't play. Xerxes didn't play under Amorim. Bruno, he played in central midfield. Ten Hag didn't do that. So what are we talking about here? So how's his player profiling better? When you're playing two of the three out of position. Playing two of the three out of position. Ahmad didn't play at all under Ten Hag. Well, I'll even give you Ahmad. And Xerxes didn't play like that either. I don't think he started 3 games. I don't think he started games. All right, so I'll give you Ahmad and Xerxes, so 2. That's it. Anything else? I'll give you Ahmad and Xerxes. Maz, he played out of position. Bruno, he played out of his position. So yeah, Khaled, I'll give you the 2. I'll give you the 2. I agree. So I'll give you 2 players. So because he improved 2. Sorry, because he played 2 players better, that means he improved them. But he made the 2 players you mentioned worse in regards to it. Because Bruno's not a central midfielder and Maz is not a wing-back. Even though I think Maz played decent at wing-back, he's not a wing-back. He's a better full-back. And a better centre-back even in his system. But he's a full-back. So 2. I disagree entirely with Martinez. Martinez played his best football under Ten Hag. Played his best. He played his best. He played his best football under him. What are we talking about here? Well, I'll even give you that 3. Let's say, for argument's sake, 3 players. So on a scale of squad of 25, he improved 3. So that means his talent ID is his player profiling is better because he improved 3 players. You said player profile, man. What do you mean? No, you said 3. All right. You said 3. Like, what are we talking about here? Yeah, Martinez did do his ACL in February. So most of his tenure, the irony, I forgot. So how did he improve him? It's a great point. Thank you, Lauren. That's why I need you lot. He played center back. All right, cool. So he improved. But I'll give you, for argument's sake, I'll give you Martinez, so it's 3. But I've also mentioned 2 players he made worse, and you could add Mano into that as well in regards to positioning as well. Bruno, Maz, Mano. So it's 3 on 3. So scratch all this. Where are we finishing in the league then? This is going to be good. Where are we finishing in the league, Khaled? That's what I want to know. Where we finishing in the league? Same to you, Cause. Where we finishing in the league? I don't have to watch preseason. I ain't got time for that. Where we finishing in the league? We're finishing 5th. What's your top 4? What's your top 4? Never bet against my side, Khalid. What's your top 4? Scratch that, Khalid. What's your top 8? Same to you, Cause. What's your top 8? I'm gonna write this down. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna write this down. Hold up. I'll write it down. This is gonna be good. Nah, top 8, Khalid. Top 8. I got people from last year's as well. Shout out to Vale. I got his top 8 here. A couple of you lot in the chat, I've got your top 8s as well from last year. I'm saying there's a few people in there, I got their top 8. I'm looking there. Vodge, Dunsey, A. Kevin, Arab King, Sai, Dot, Daryl, King, Yorkshire King, LJ, King's Football Show, Patrick, Chelsea fan, Mohammed from Malaysia, Matthew, Jesters, Barrio, Taz, KK Letzo, Hano, Capo. Who else is? Barrio, It's Your Perfect Pod, CPs, Vegas. This is Vegas, City, Arsenal, United, Pool, Chelsea, Spurs, Villa, Newcastle. This is top 8. Now, I did it with everyone. I do predictions every year. I'm going to do more predictions I'm going to do it this year as well. So, yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Khalid, what's your top 8? Nah. Order. I need orders. Cause. Order. What's your order of your top 8? Hit me with the order. Don't worry, I'll date it so you can change it at later dates when things happen. What's the order? I don't know where my pen is. Even go. Yeah, here we go. Even a pen. Yeah, this works. There we go. This is gonna be good. Khalid, what are you telling me? Hold up. Let's write this down now. We date this. What's the date? 6th of August. All right. Here we go. I'm saying 5th. Okay. 6th. 8th. 2025. Cool. Blessings, Khalid. All right, he's there. So, Paul, Arsenal, C, Chelsea, United, Newcastle, where's the rest of it? 5th. Yeah, it's crazy. United 5th is mad. Oh shit, it's Villa, isn't it? Let me switch that around. United, Villa. All right. Newcastle. Okay. Pool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, United, Villa, Newcastle, Spurs. Go ahead. All right. Good stuff. Cause I've started yours, so I'm going to get to that at the end. So, yeah, Khalid. All right. So, to answer the question further, I want to know, what's 5th best or better about Manchester United? So, manager, goalkeeper, defense. You can separate the goalkeeper and the defense, even though it's kind of one and the same. Midfield and attack. What about Manchester United is top 5? What's 5th or best in the league, in your opinion? So manager, goalkeeper, defense, midfield, attackers. So those 5 things. Same to you, Cause, as well. What's 5th best in your opinion in those things? Because you've got us 5th too. So that's why I want to know. So, side, that was Vegas top 8. It wasn't yours top 8 I read out. That was Vegas. It wasn't yours from last year. So what do we have that's 5th best, Khalid? Because you said we finish in 5th, so we gotta have stuff within our side that you believe is top 5 or better in the league. Because if you ask the Liverpool fan why they gonna win the league, they'll say, we got the best attack, we got the best defense, best midfield. That's it. All right, here we go. So attack is 3rd, defense is 3rd, midfields. We have the 6th best midfield in the league. All right, what midfields do you think has? What do you think? All right, this is where it gets good. This is where it gets good. What midfields do you put above us? Because you have ours, you think we got the 6th best midfield in the league. So what midfield did you put above us? Give me your top 5 like teams, since ours is 6. Our midfield is the 6th best in the year. We got the 6th best midfield in the league. Shit, I've been underestimating our midfield. Did I say it was mad, Si, when I said that to you? Because I had United 7th, so I don't think I'd said it was mad. Did you not have us in the top 10? Hey, you know what, Si? Fuck you. How about that, mate? You know what I'm saying? How about that? Tired of this Si guy. You write too often or not, man. So tell me the midfields that are better than yours, Khaled. Are better than United, sorry. Because we got the 6th best midfield in the league. Hey, Stippo, I meant to get to this, my bad, but I was going back and forth. Everybody in the chat, wish Stippo a happy birthday. Please, everybody, wish him a happy birthday. Even if you're not commenting, wish him a happy birthday. Appreciate it, Stippo. First and foremost, happy birthday from me. Enjoy yourself. Do whatever you like to enjoy, whatever the case may be. Says W, my bro, my first super chat for me. Really loving the late night streams. It's my birthday today, so hoping for a here we go on Sesko. Much love. Much love to you. Again, happy birthday. Enjoy the day as well. Appreciate the super chat, especially because it's your first one. I appreciate you supporting the channel, and I'm glad you enjoy the late night streams as well, man. Blessings. There you go. Appreciate it. For real, for real. So did Khalid even respond? So Khalid, I what? No, I didn't even ask you. All right. So City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Newcastle. So they're the only teams, in the league that have better midfields than Manchester United. Hold up. Where we at? Yeah, of course. Of course it can change with dates. That's why I dated it when I wrote it down. That's why I dated it. Hold up. Where we at? City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Newcastle are the only teams with midfields better than us. So you don't believe Aston Villa's midfield is better than us? So you don't believe a midfield of Kamara, Onana, and Rodgers is not a better midfield than us? Is this what you're telling me, Khaled? We'll use Villa for example. We'll go with Villa. No. What's our midfield? What's the midfield you picking for United? What's our midfield duo? What's our midfield duo? Because you don't think Villa's is better than us. Okay. Cool. It's going to be good. It's going to be one of them for the ages, this shit. You don't think Villa's midfield is better than us? Nah. Okay. What's our midfield in your opinion? Oh, we're going to get there. We're going to go down the league. You're not going to have to jog my memory as well in regards to some of the teams and their midfield. Man doesn't think Kamara, Onana, and Rodgers is better than Manchester United's midfield. So I want to know, Khalid, what is our midfield? What's our pivot? I would genuinely want to know. Said we have a better midfield than Aston Villa. So I want to know. Please let me know. Genuinely want to know. So Bruno and Agate is better than Kamara, Onana, and Rodgers. Just to clarify, yeah? Just to clarify, Khalid, that Bruno and Agate is better than Kamara, Onana, and Morgan Rogers, Aston Villa. Just to clarify. Because he said it's 6. Yeah. All right, cool. So he thinks he's better than Villa's midfield. All right, cool. Right, who's next? Give me 1 second, people. I'm just there looking at the table from last season, to be honest, just to jog my memory. So it's better. United's midfield is better than Aston Villa's midfield, according to Kamara. Bet first. Okay. But we'll go Brighton next, actually. Brighton's midfield. Make sure I got this right. Brighton's midfield. Give me 1 moment, people. So we'll go. Just trying to figure out who was in Brighton's midfield. Give me 1 second, people. Who's Brighton's midfield? Who was in Brighton's midfield? Obviously, alongside Baliba. I'm just pulling this up. You wanted to go Bruno and Agate, so we let him go Bruno and Agate. All right. So you saying Bruno and Agate is better than Baliba and Ayari? Is this what you're saying? That Bruno and Agate is better than Baliba and Ayari? Just yes or no? Yeah, 100. All right, cool. First. Let's go, believe so. United's midfield is better than Brighton's. We're 6th best. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Yes. All right, where else we at? Let me go here, actually. Let me go Palace. Just jogging my memory with some of these teams, people. That's all. So do you believe it's better than... We'll go Wharton, Kamada, Eze. Or we'll just go Water and Kamada, sorry, at Palace. Or Lerma. Actually, I tell a lie, Lerma. We'll go Wharton and Lerma. My bad. We'll go Wharton and Lerma. It's better than Wharton and Lerma. All right, cool. You better than Palace's midfield. He did say 6. He did say 6. Got the 6th best midfield. Oh, yeah, Yari can play. Yeah, Palace do play 2 in midfield. You're right. You're right. That's why I said just Kamara and Wharton. Fez. Okay. All right. So they're the better midfields. But all right, Fez. Cool. No stress. And back to it. You also said it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Goalkeepers 8. So Onana. Give me the goalkeepers you think are better than Onana. Give me the 7. It's going to be good. Give me the 7, man. Give me the 7. Give me the 7. Give me the 7. Hey, Cause you perpetuate this. Yeah, you said we're the 6th best. We got the 6th best midfield in the league. 3rd best attack. Give me the 7 goalkeepers you think are better than Onana. So I know. Who the 7 goalkeepers better than Onana? Yeah, we'll have to take out the promoted, but we'll go with the 7 and just run off the rest of the rest that's left. So you take out them, that leaves 17. So we'll go off the 16 and then what's left from there. Of the 7. If he's 8, yeah. So oh, sorry, this is beautiful, man. We get these every summer. Don't worry, Khalid. Well, wait, man. These are 7 goalkeepers better than Onana, in your opinion. We established 6th best midfield. We got a better midfield than Villa. We got a better midfield than Palace. We got a better midfield than Brighton. We got a better midfield than Forest and Bournemouth and Brentford and everyone else. Wait, actually 6. All right, the 5 goalkeepers he's better than then. He said, wait, actually 6. All right, so the 5 goalkeepers he's better than. No need to apologize. It's cool, Khalid. Use the 5 goalkeepers that are better than Onana. Don't blame me, side. This is Khalid's fault and Cause's fault. Hey, big up to Echo says, man went to pray and still cooking, man. People cook themselves. I don't even cook. All right, cool. Allison, Edison, Real, Martinez, Sanchez. That's Sanchez at Chelsea, right? Okay. So they had the 6 goalkeepers better. So you got Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Villa, and Chelsea. So they're the 5. All right. So you said Liverpool, you said Arsenal, you said City, you said Chelsea. So is he not? So he's not better than Nick Pope, right? He's not better than Nick Pope. In your opinion, Khaled, he's not better than Nick Pope. Okay, so he's better than Nick Pope. Cool. Is he bad? Is he bad in cells? Is Onana bad in cells? Khaled, this is to you. Bad in, so he's bad in cells. Okay. Is he better than Verbruggen? Is he better than Verbruggen? All right. Is he better than Kepa? Better than Kepa. He's better than Kepa. Is he better than Flecken, who was at Brentford? Not because you open this door. You see, when you talk this type of nonsense, this is the type of thing that goes on in these settings. This is the type of shit, you know what I'm saying, that you encourage with this nonsense when you don't shut it down. Who's the Fulham goalkeeper? Is he better than, what's his face, Leno? Is he better than Leno? See, that's why you laughing, because type of foolishness, and then you get this. So he's better than, is he better than Henderson? Dean Henderson? Khaled. Oh, is it Kelleher? Thank you. Is he better than Kelleher too? Is he better than Khaled? So he's better than Kelleher as well, right? He's better than Kelleher. Yeah, but we're talking from last season, Warrior J. But yeah, we'll go with it. Yeah, Khaled, is he better than, is he better than Kelleher? Yeah, all right, cool. Is he better than evil David De Gea? What's his face? I forgot his name. Jose Sa. That's it. He's better than Jose Sa. Cool. Better than Vicario. He is evil David De Gea. That's what he looks like. Shout out to Peter for that one. Who's the goalkeeper I just asked about? Forgot. Vicario, that's what I asked about. He said Vicario. All right. Is he better than Pickford? He's better than Pickford. And is he better than Fabianski? It's the final one. Hey, sorry if I don't laugh. This is serious business. All right, cool. We got there. And you said we have the third best attack. Give me the 2 attacks you think we're better than. I'm presuming this is including Sesko. Nah, I don't think Courtois is better because he put 09 and 6. Give me the 2 attacks we're better than. I presume you're including Sesko in it. Liverpool and Arsenal. Okay. So we have a better attack than Manchester City. I actually think our attack is very good. I'm not gonna lie. That's the one thing I do agree on. But better than City. Better than City. I don't know about that one. But fast. But yeah, we got it. And big up Khaled. You know what I'm saying? Now he's being deadly serious. And this is the reason why I go through this and let you lot know what this is, because this is what I have to deal with. This is the type of people that will call me negative. I'm saying I'm going over the top. Will call me negative and say I'm going over the top, but will tell you that Onana is the best. Is the better? Oh yeah, shit. You said third in defense. Yeah, you're right. Give me the 2 defenses we're better than. My bad. Who's the 2 defenses we're better than? My bad. I did actually forget. Nah, Jackie ain't trolling. I don't believe this. Man ain't trolling. Who's the 2 defenses we're better than? I actually rate the individual defenders to an extent, but not under this manager. I'm not sure I'm aware. But the rest I actually do rate. But under this manager in this system, nope. Yeah, better than us. Yeah, the 2 defenses, because you said third. So the 2 defenses that are better than us. Yeah. Who's the 2 defenses that are better than us? Oh yeah, SSJ, he's definitely dead ass. Said we're finishing 5th. Liverpool and Arsenal. All right. Cool. We've not improved the defense, have we? But we conceded. You said Liverpool and Arsenal, but we conceded more goals than City, conceded more goals than Chelsea, conceded more goals than Newcastle, conceded more goals than Villa, conceded more goals than Nottingham Forest, conceded more goals than Bournemouth, conceded the same amount as Fulham, conceded more goals than Palace, conceded more goals than Everton, conceded more goals than West Ham. But all of a sudden we got the third best under this manager. But we was wait, let me check. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that 12? Let me double check that. 1, 2, that's joint. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chelsea 7, 8, 9, 10. So we had the joint 11. Okay, and this is it. We had the joint 11th. Joint as word to Eddie 11th. We had the joint 11th worst. So we was in the bottom half for defensive record last season in the Premier League. But all of a sudden, we're gonna jump to we have the third best defense. Okay. All right. My defense is Delit, Yoro, and Maz. Is the manager gonna play that? You think the manager's gonna play that? So you trust him not to play Maguire, not to play Shaw, to play Delit, Yoro, and Maz? All right, cool. But we had the 11th best people, and he had the opportunity countless times last season to play this back three and didn't. He persisted with Maguire at times. He played Shaw at times when Yoro, Delit, and Maz were all fit. Well, yeah, we're finishing 5th. We got the third best. What was it? Let me double check this. We got the third best attack in the league, the third best defense, the sixth best midfield, and the eighth best goalkeeper. All right. Cool. Cool. Even when we didn't have injuries, he played them. He didn't play them. Even when we didn't have injuries. There's times that man was on the bench. Yara was on the bench from time to time. There was times Maz was at wing back, consistent on the low. Don't do that. Don't do that. And what happens when we get injuries this season? Rather than play Heaven, he'll play Maguire or he'll play Shaw. Okay. Nah, he said sixth best. And these are the people that call me negative. This is the crazy part. So I did all this and have this conversation not only because it's entertainment, not only because it's entertaining, but also so you lot understand when I'm going back and forth with people who call me negative. Man disappeared. Man ran for 2 months after the Europa League. Well, before the Europa League final. We ain't seen him since up until now. Man's just plucked up the courage to get in the chat. Because if we had won the Europa League final, he would have been here. Now, we said we're finishing fifth. We're finishing fifth this season. That's what he said. Finishing fifth. Yeah. Finishing fifth. All right. So, yeah, there's the guy who called me negative. But we'll say Onan is the eighth best goalkeeper. We've watched him make mistakes all season long. Yeah. Hey, you started this college, man. That's on you. Popped in the chat talking, so I'm gonna respond. If you call me out about something, I'm gonna respond. But you still haven't told me why I'm negative. You had us fifth. Now it's sixth. Wait, who's sixth? I thought you have a sixth place. You said fifth. You had us fifth place. You now have a sixth place. You dropping the place down already. You said fifth. Oh, yeah, Onan is six. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, because you had an 8 on here. Onan is the sixth best goalkeeper in the league. Got it. You spot on. The midfield's not shit, Echo. We got the sixth best midfielder in the league. We got the sixth best midfielder in the league. All right. Okay. Sixth best goalkeeper in the league. Like I said, people, these are the same people who call me negative but can't tell me why. Only boss will shut up, man. This guy. Nah, he just believes this, Ryan, man. He just believes this. He believes the manager's good enough. Sixth best midfield. Bruno and Agate. Yeah. Hashtag dope to hope. But yet we get here, but don't kick him out. Don't do that. Because he's actually answered questions and stuff like that, so don't kick him out. Don't do all that. No, don't do all that. I blame Max for this. And this is why I have to deal with people who call me but can't tell me why I'm negative. This is the craziest part. Still can't tell me. Still can't tell me why I'm negative. Yeah. I think he had Newcastle's midfield above us. It was City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle. That was the 4. No, 5, sorry. That was the 5. And then it was us. You know what I'm saying? It was us. I literally said 3 reasons why, because I think, what was it? The manager's gonna get sacked. What was the other 2 again? The manager's gonna get sacked. I think it's gonna be like, well, that's one in the same. What was it again? What was it again? I actually forgot. Because you took so long to answer, that's why I forgot. So please jog my memory. So because I think the manager's gonna get sacked. What was the other 2? What was it again? Hey, Michelle, no. I don't know. Since when does criticism when based on fact is negative? Oh, we're gonna have a bad season. And what else was it? I think the manager's gonna get sacked. We're gonna have a bad season, and what else? What was the other one? What was it? You said one more. I forgot. If the manager gets sacked, we could actually have a good season, to be honest. I think we have a bad season as long as he's here. But I think he gets sacked, he don't make it. So we could actually have a good season. I don't remember. How convenient. Yeah, I don't remember. See, man ain't got no reasoning. No reasoning. Nothing. Nothing. And one of those is half right. I think we could have a good season. So what we talking? So you got 1.5 reasons. So that means I'm negative because you disagree with me on one thing. No, it's this people. That's why words matter. Now man can't remember. But he gave me 3 reasons. Only 3 things. It's got nothing, chef. That's not a negative. That was a question someone asked me. That was a question, so that's not a negative in regards to it. I just don't believe he's improved players. It's not negative. That's me giving my opinion. How is it a negative when the results and individual stats pinpoint that? How is that a negative? Results and stats tell you that. Forget the eye test. Results and stats tell you that. Now it's okay, whatever. Yeah, this is my point. Now it's okay, whatever. I got nothing left when we actually start dissecting it. Bear in mind, somebody asked me that, like I stated. Because if he improved these players, why did everything get worse? Like as a team. As a team, we got worse, and as individuals, we got worse. Only player who was playing was Ahmad. Because he's got nothing, chef. That's why. Man has nothing. Now it's I can't remember. I can't remember. All right, cool. Because he's got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Man want to back these losers. That's what it is. I'm ability to back Amarim? No. I'm not backing no one who didn't win back-to-back games all season long. What are we doing out here? Man, tell me I'm sitting, but can't tell me why. One thing. You think we're going to have a bad season? I forgot what it is already. What was it again? Oh, yeah, I think the manager's going to get sacked. The manager's going to get sacked. That's what it is. That's negative. No, I just don't think he's good. Change the title to I can't even explain why I'm negative. What's a fake stat? He didn't win back-to-back league games. It's not a fake stat. What's a fake stat? He didn't back-to-back league games against who? Who did we win back-to-back league games against? Tell me. What 2 teams we win back-to-back against? Who? Please tell me. Who we win back-to-back league games against? Who? Nah, you tell me. I ain't gonna check nothing. Who we win back-to-back league games against? Who was it? Against who? I missed this. Against who? Who was it? Tell me. Don't tell me go check. You tell me. Who was it? I mean, deadly serious people. I am confused there. Who? Who? Sound like a fucking owl. Who did we win back-to-back league games against? Tell me. Please, I'm dying to know. I'm being deadly serious, yo. I missed this if we did. Who? Not in all, exactly, not in all comps. Back-to-back league games. That's what we're talking about. Back-to-back league games. That's specific, yes. So who was it? I literally said league games. Serious Jack, who? Don't worry, I'll wait. You open this kind of worms. You said it's a fake stat. So who did we win back to? Who was it? Serious. What team? Have we not won in preseason back to back? Well, serious? So I'm lying with no evidence, it's scandalous. No, Khalid, I didn't mean all comps. I do my fact check. I'm saying league games. So, Khalid, I ask you, did he win back-to-back league games last season? Cool. I don't know. I've not watched preseason, so I don't know the results. But I need an answer to my question, Khalid. Did we win back-to-back league games last season? I presume we would have in preseason. But did we win back-to-back league games last season? I hope we did in preseason. I'm not sure. Go check. Don't worry. We'll wait. You know what I'm saying? You're a Manchester United fan. You should know these things. Don't worry. We'll wait. Go do your research, man. How do you not know that as a Manchester United fan? Why am I able to ask you that question? That's the crazy part. That don't happen for no one else. I don't think any other team of note has not won back-to-back games. I said, I'm not sure. Let me answer him. Let me ask him. I'll let you go check. Nah, he's a United fan. He's a United fan. 110% he's a United fan. Okay, no. All right. So that's the reason. So that's a large in part as to why I think this manager is going to get sacked. It's a major factor. Not the sole reason, but one of the many factors. Because we didn't win back-to-back league games under him last season. Do I expect him to do it this season? I ain't saying it with any confidence. Tell you that much. Tell you that much. There's not two games I can pinpoint right now and go definitely yes. West Ham at home, Wolves away. That's all the way till New Year. Wolves at home, Leeds away. Leeds is the 3rd of Jan. Leeds and Burnley. So Wolves at home, Leeds away, Burnley away. Yeah, West Ham away, Everton. He ain't making it till February. Why am I going to 2026? You know what I'm saying? Are you just going to keep repeating the same stat to hold it as the critique to, yeah. Yeah, I know it bothers you, so yes. I'm going to keep talking about how from January to May, this man got 5 wins. Yes. I'm going to keep talking about how it's not the same stat, but it's of he averaged 3 points per month from January to May. Yes, I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep talking about the fact that from January to May, we averaged 1 win in the Premier League. I'm going to keep talking about the fact that out of them 5 matches, out of them 5 wins, out of them 5 games we won, 3 of them, people, 3 of them were relegation sides. I'm going to keep talking how we finished on a minus 10, 11 goal difference. Let me double check what it was. I'm going to keep talking about that. Yes. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to continue to talk about that. Yeah. I'm going to continue to talk about how this man has more games than points. Yes. I'm saying. I'm going to keep talking about it. Yes. 100%. I'm going to keep talking about that without doubt. I'm saying. We keep talking about this man. This man literally has more games than points. Keep talking about how the fact he was in relegation form. I'm going to keep talking about the fact that he has, I think, his bottom 10 worst win percentage in Premier League history. That's what I'm going to keep talking about. Yes. Keep talking about how he has more losses than wins. Yes. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep talking about how we only scored 44 league goals last season. Yes. Only teams we outscored outside the championship sides was Everton. Yes. So out of the Premier League sides, people, the only side we scored more goals than was Everton. Yeah. So we was 16th best attacking team last season in terms of goals scored in the league. We keep talking about how we lost the Europa League final to Spurs. And we keep talking about how his management in that game that you spoke about, and in-game management was terrible in that game. I talk about how he brought on Mano in like the 90th minute. I'm going to talk about how he started Rasmus Højlund. I'm going to talk about how Garnacho lasted 60 minutes. I'm going to talk about how Bruno, even though he was stinking up the gym from the beginning all the way to the end, lasted in central midfield. Okay, the season is over, yes. And I'm using the evidence from last season to talk about this upcoming season. Same way, if I thought he was a good manager and to perform great, I would expect us to perform great next season. Yes. Hence why Liverpool and the slot are expecting Liverpool to perform well next season. Same way Villa are expecting Emery to perform to a good level next season. Yes. That's what it is. Same way Chelsea are expecting Maresca to perform to a good level because of what he did last season. Khalid, tell me the positives. To me, the negatives outweigh the positives. The only positive he had was he performed better in the Big Six away games. That's it. The negatives outweigh the positives. What are the positives from last season? Did the positives outweigh the negatives from last season? Bear in mind, we finished 15th on a minus goal difference, failing to win back-to-back games. That's something that Khalid didn't know till like 5 minutes ago. Tell me the positives from last season. But wait, I thought it was okay that's last season. So which one is it? Okay, because you said the season's over. So if the season's over, it either matters or it doesn't. Which one is it? Which one is it? Even Amrim said he's glad the season happened because it revealed the deficiencies of these players that he continued to play. Højlund went 00-20. Garnacho went 00-20. He played these players. Maguire, we continued to play. Onana, we continued to play. All right, cool. What are the positives? That's what I want to know, Khalid. What are the positives from last season? What are the positives from last season? Because you said I only highlight the negatives. What are the positives from last season? Closing out in 10 people. We'll stop at the 3-hour mark. Now, Khalid, answer my question. What are the positives from last season? Tell me. What was positive? Well, I thought it was a horrendous season. But clearly, I missed some of these positives. Talk to me. I know. Genuinely. This is going to be good. That's what I'm saying. I said you're highlighting all the negative points, but never talk about the what are the positives from last season. Make sure you lot subscribe to Veta Games TV as well. Links in the title. Development of young talents and seeing the Amram system can work with the right players. Okay, what else? So development of young talents and seeing that Amram can work with right players. Okay, 2 things. What else? Pastor, don't steal my flow. Please don't steal my flow. Yeah, Veta was sorting out some stuff. That's why Veta had to go. So development of young talents and seeing the system can work with the right players. So there was 2 positives from last season. Well, there you go. That's why I don't talk about it, because it was 2. There we go. That's why. Because there was 2. That's why. 15th in the league and you want to talk positive? All right, okay. In a diabolical season, man came up with 2. And who were the young talents, actually? What young talents did he improve? Develop, sorry. Who's the young talents that he developed? How is it? Tell me about it. Yoro, Ahmad, Xerxes. I wouldn't class Ahmad as young, by the way, people. Let me just clarify that. I don't put Ahmad in the young bracket. I really don't, but that's just me. I wouldn't class. I don't put him there. I think just because he looks young, but I'll give you 3 players. So we're saying Yoro did play very well. Dorgu and Ahmad. All right, cool. So 3. So we got 2 positives, people. Cool. All right. Fez. Big up to Rebound says your manager got to really see player integrity and the inner workings of your club. The inner workings of our club's been like that. Don't do that, Khaled. He only played Heaven because of injuries. That's the only reason he played Heaven, because of injuries. Let's not do that now. Let's not do that now. We watched the season. But the others I give you. The others I hear it. So there was 2 positives to overall points. So yeah, to answer the point, I need more than 2 positives from a season. That's why. That's why I don't talk about the positives, because I need more than 2. Bear in mind, Heaven only played 6 games for Manchester United, all competitions. Just to clarify, people, Heaven played 6 matches across all comps. Across all comps. We already knew about player integrity and then the inner workings of the club in regards to what he chose to join the club. I think Rebound trolling it, but shout out to Rebound every single time. So yeah, if you're only bringing me 2 positives for a manager, a player, a season, I'm not going to. You agree with King in what sense, Rebound? For what? In sense of what? Because we spoke a lot. So, but yeah, that's why. Man came up with 2. You only talk about the negatives, not the positives. There's 2 positives and a whole heap of negatives longer than my arm. Give them big up to the side. Give them example floor. Let's talk about Mo Salah's part. Exactly. Because if I ask you to list Mo Salah's positives, Mo Salah's positives, it'd be longer than 2. If I ask you to give me the positives from last season, it'd be more than 2 bullet points. 2 bullet points, man want me to be happy. Nah, never. You know what I'm saying? Never. You know what I'm saying? Never. Never. It is. Also, establishing is a foreign player, so that's 3. 3 is not enough. 3 positives ain't enough. I start everything I just said, change the number 2 and put in the number 3. Everything still stands. That's it. 3 positives. A man want me to be happy. Right, that's it. So the positive person can only give me 3 positives. I can give you is much more than 3 positives is what I want. Much more. That's what else I want. Much more than 3 positives. You gave me 3 positives. I didn't even dispute what you said, even though I could have. I just said, what's positive? You gave me 3 things and I've nothing else. So if you only have 3 positives, that's not enough for me. No. In a season. That's a lot in a pot. That's why I'm critical, because we had not a poor season, a diabolical season. Large in part to the manager, not solely on him. The ownership is dreadful. A lot of these players terrible. Well, he still didn't do his job. Hence why I want them all gone. I want them all gone. It's not just on him. What are we doing here? What are we talking about? We just debating to everything Arsenal. No one's rattled. We just debating. That's all. I'm just trying to see the inner workings into the pro Amorim side, and the Manchester United are going to do really well. Because I want someone to come with some form of substance behind it, so then I can believe. I want to go, I didn't look at it that way. This is why I do these things. Because you can learn something new. I can say something, I go, hey, you know what? I never looked at it that way. Like, this is it. We do have a better front line. That is true. We do have a better front line, Mike. So we'll score more goals. We do have a miles better front line. Astronomical improvements there. See that? This is one player, Hassan's mentioned. Not his whole season. One player, he said. Goal scoring, playmaking, creativity, makes players around him better, clutch player, consistency. So he's just named, goal scoring, playmaking, creativity, makes players around him better, clutch player, consistency. That's 6. That's one player. So Hassan has picked out his star player and has named 6 things that are positive about him from last season. But yet our entire club, a man can mention 3. All right. Yeah, Chef, I'm going to be honest. And when people disagree with me, I'm going to go ask why. If you disagree with me, I'm going to ask why. And you better have some substance. Because if you've got no substance, we then go and have this back and forth. And it's like, all right, let's break down. That's what it is. And we'll see there's no substance to it whatsoever. Man didn't even know United didn't win back-to-back league games last season until we told him. Man didn't know. Man didn't know. See, and Hassan's written right more. There we go. There we go. There it is. As currently constructed, 10th. 10th. That's where I think we're finishing. As of right now. Sesko included. Could have bumped that up if we would have got a better striker. But yeah, 10th. I can be here till tomorrow, so that's why Flawless makes a good point. See what happens when you have a good season. Positivity. Yeah, man said it was a fake stat. Man said it was a fake stat. I said we didn't win back-to-back league games, and man said, nah, it's a fake stat. I said, tell me where. No, it all comes. So you didn't notice. You don't know this type of stuff. No. As far as I know, maths ain't my strong suit, but 10th is not in the top 8. But I could be wrong. Sam made more points than Khalid did a whole hour nasty work. And this is the type of people that join and call me negative. Bear in mind, he hasn't been here since before the Europa League final. Bear, just to clarify that. So, yeah, we'll see. You're going to get proved wrong so wrong. And I hope I'm right. No, sorry. I hope you're right, Khalid. I hope I do get proved so wrong. I hope I do get proved so wrong. I hope so. Because that means we're performing very, very, very well. But I know one thing, if I do get proved so wrong, I won't run like you did for 2 months. I'll be here saying, hey, you know what? I called it wrong. But I know I ain't going to see you for 2 months, so it's calm. You already have previous. Because if we would have won that final, which you thought we was going to win, and you was going to be like, see, Amarim did this, and that. All right. For those that don't know, Khalid said this himself. Last time he'd watched me was before the Europa League final. You know, how convenient. How convenient. I'll be here. Could talk about, if you had watched me in the past 2 months and hadn't ran, you would have heard me talk about these two players. So this is your fault. This is your fault, Khalid. This is your fault. Spoke about Sesko on the stream. Spoke about him on the stream. Spoke about him on Rance's channel. Spoke about him on Back Again. Spoke about him on the Man United earlier. And spoke about him today. So that's one, Back Again, Red Talk, Man United, Man City, which is the show now. So I spoke about him 4 times just today. And I spoke about him yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that. But because, like I said, because you ran because we lost the Europa League final, you want to see these things. If you was here, you would have heard me talk about Sesko and Cunha and Mbeumo countless times. Countless Man United of me talking about Cunha and Mbeumo and how good I think they are as players. And if you have a question, Khalid, ask me. I got you. Ask me. What do you want to know about Sesko? Talk to me. Yes, he didn't go missing after we. Yeah, he went missing. You know what I'm saying? Disappeared for 2 months. And had the cheek to say to me, why have I not spoke about Mbeumo and Cunha? When whether I had or hadn't, you wasn't here because we lost the final. Large in part to your manager. Traumatized as fucking all, mate. They try, hey, Favor, make sure you not subscribe to Favor Football TV. It traumatized us all. You think he's a good signing or overpriced? Overpriced. For that price, I want someone that's better. That's why. I think he's a decent player, yes, but we need better than decent. If you're going to be more money than Mbeumo and Cunha, I need you to be either the level better than Mbeumo and Cunha or the same level or a similar level. Don't give me potential and raw talent and how good you're going to be in 2028. How good are you now? I need players for now. Yes, I would have took Watkins, yes. I would have took Watkins. From when it was between him and Sesko, I said, go get Watkins, yes. Because I know what you're getting me. See how easy this is, Khalid. You can just ask shit and I just answer. It don't take time going back and forth. What do you think of Seth? Do you think he's good signing or overpriced? This. Find Watkins, yes. This reason. Yeah. If we're going to spend that much money on someone, go get someone who's better than Sesko. I don't think there's anything exceptional to his game. I don't think there's nothing special about him to warrant that fee. Nothing. If he was cheaper, I'd be all for it. If he's like 40 million, I'd go, yeah. Flawless since he's going into the world-class prospect. I expect him to perform like Euro Min. Is he going into that though, Echo? I don't think he is. I don't think he is going into that. Again, might mean it. I don't need might. I need certified. Because we weren't having this conversation about Mbeumo. We weren't having this conversation about Cunha. You know why? Because they're certified at a certain level. So why is it a might? This is my issue, Khalid. These questions are not being asked about Mbeumo or Cunha. Bring me a striker that's the same. I don't get it. I'm at a loss. Would you have taken Mateta over them both? Absolutely. Buy from within the Premier League. Buy the best of the rest from within the Premier League. It's a tried and tested method that has a high success rate. So go that route. And Mbeumo and Cunha, I thought we was going to continue in that vein. That's why goalkeeper, I was like, yeah, go get Emi Martinez. Makes all the sense in the world. All the sense in the world. Flawless steady cooking this chap because it has to be done. Has to be done. Has to be. Name me 5 strikers that we could have got better than Sesko. Watkins, Mateta, Rodion, Calimawendo, and I'm trying to think who's a fifth. John Duran on loan. Ivan Toney on loan. There you go. That's 6, 7. There you go. I think Xerxes better than him. He's not even the best striker here, in my opinion. There we go. Osherman. There we go. It's another one. 8. And my knowledge of strikers ain't even the best like that. My knowledge of players outside the Premier League ain't even like that. Ain't even like that. Gyökeres were at Arsenal. Do you expect more signings, Flawless? Yeah, I think we get one more. But talks is hope is to Visa. There we go. There's another one. Visa's a better striker. Cool. Osherman, what I got? You said no. You said name 5. All right, so 5. Eliminate Osherman. I named you 5. Serious about what, Khaled? You said we have the 6th best goalkeeper in the league. You said Onana's the 6th best goalkeeper in the league. Don't hit me with that. You being serious. So, Baz, you said name 5. I gave you 5. Literally gave you 5. So, what was your point in asking me this question? Who's not better than Sesko, Khaled? Who's they? Who? Who's not better than him? This is going to be good. About to tell us Sesko one of the best strikers in the world. That doesn't sound like it, to be honest, but Faz. Name me 5 doesn't sound like it. Doesn't. Why did you want my opinion on it, Baz? Because the way you worded this question doesn't sound like you just wanted my opinion on it. So why did you want my opinion on it? Yeah, Hassan, you gotta go. You gotta get in it. You gotta throw the mic out into the chat. Mateta, Rodion, Duran. Okay, the others are better than him. What's your point, Khaled? The others are better than him. Watkins is our second choice. Watkins is a better goal game. What's your point? Khaled, I'm lost. The others are. You said name 5. We named like 9 or 10. And you know, Baz, you're here often enough. You know I prefer them. Okay, Khaled, they're not better. Cool. Agree to disagree. What's your point? What's your point? They're not better. Your Flawless first time tuning in was yesterday. It was let me tuning in more. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Look, appreciate it. This only happens during preseason, like me going back and forth with the chat as well. Yeah, because man disagree with me, but then can't tell me what's your point. Man said name 5, name like 8 or 9. So he was like, they're not better. But all right, he's not the best option is the overall point. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Big up Winston. Man, just say stuff to say stuff. This is why Khaled's saying stuff in the chat. Oh, they're not better. All right, cool. Let's agree to disagree. What's your point overall? I was answering another question from someone else. Said name 5 or name like 8 or 9. Exactly. Maybe you can describe it to him. There are better options than Sesko. And for that money, you could probably go into another bracket and get a better player than even I would have thought, to be honest. So what are we doing here? Man chatting about. What man chatting about? I'll just be what? You think he's better? The thing is, all right, man just saying anything. I'll just be saying anything. Okay. What are we doing? Well, we should have a blend of young talents and proven experienced players for balance. Why can't we have both? Why can't the young talent be from within the Premier League? That's my question to you. Why can't we get both? Why does it have to be outside the Premier League? Fair as baz. Fair enough. Yeah, Khalid, why can't it be both? No midfielders that stand out, Ryan B, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. There's no Believers a dream. That wouldn't happen too much. So this is what I want to know. Why does it have to be a blend of young talent and proven experienced players for balance? Why can't the young talent be proven as well? Why can't it be both? Words amongst both of them. Please, I would love to know this. Because we've done that in the past, where we signed young players from within the Premier League who were talented. So why can't we continue that route? You never said that. Khalid is literally on the screen. We should have a blend of young talents and proven experienced players for balance. Why can't we just get quality? We should have a blend of young talents and proven. Why do we have to have a blend of young talent and proven experience? Like, why can't we just get quality all around? Why can't it be both? Why can't the young talent be proven? Is the question I'm asking. Jackson's not talent. That's why I'm not describing Jackson. Jackson is not. He's your third choice for a reason. Why not just go from within the Premier League, which is a tried and tested method? Big up to Sultan. Appreciate it. Big up for the super chat, man. He says, is the Yardman a weekly thing? Also, do you think Manchester United will ever win the Prem again? Yes, the Yardman show is a weekly thing. Every Saturday, it's on the schedule. Every Saturday. All the shows you see on here are weekly. All the shows are weekly. So it is. And yeah, will Manchester United win the Premier League again? Of course. Might take a long time. Might take a long time. But we'll win the Premier League again. Yes. 110%. Because we should also build for the future. So buy young talent from within the Premier League. I don't put Sesko in that mix. I don't think he's talented either, by the way. And we need to build for now. Because Cunha and Bremo are both. So why does the talent, quote unquote, have to be young? Cunha and Bremo have been bought for now and been bought for the future. So why can we not continue in that vein? Because they're 26, right? So why can we not bring in the first team with 24 to say 26-year-olds and then get that pattern, and then they're here for 5, 6, 7 years, and then you bring in younger talent underneath them for them to learn from? It's this myth with the future about just bringing talent, proven talent, which is the model Manchester United have used, City have used, Liverpool have used to an extent, Chelsea have used as well. What if we brought in proven talent? Over the moon, Khaled. If we brought in proven talent, yes. Over the moon. Love it. I'd be like, we in business. That's why I like Cunha and Bremo so much. Sultan, you're going to see a Premier League again. You will see a Premier League again. Yes. It just feels like it's forever away. Your club has been on longer droughts without the Premier League. You lot went 50 years without one. We went 26. Liverpool went 35. City, I think, went 80. Everybody goes on long droughts. Arsenal are now on 20 and have been on long droughts. It just feels like it's far away. But you'll win a league again. Arsenal will win a league again. But to Khalid, yes, it would. If we went and got Prem-proven talent. Because it's been our MO. It's been something we've done in the past. How old are you, Sultan? I don't think you're old. So you're good. All it takes is 2-3 good windows and the right manager, and you can win a league. That's all it takes. Ask Liverpool fans, when Klopp took over, if they would have believed what he would have done in that 9-year period. Oh, 26. You calm, man. Don't worry about it, man. You good. Ask the Liverpool fan when Klopp took over, if they thought he was going to do what he was going to do in them 9 years. Same way with City, when they got taken over by their owners. Same with Manchester United, even though it was before my time when Fergie took over. It's out of nowhere. You would have expected Abramovich to do what he did. I really expected that. I feel like when we sign young potential talent, it's way more exciting because you don't know what to expect. That's you. You want excitement. I want to win. That's the difference between us two. I want to win. That's exciting. That's my MO. Win. Trophies. Major trophies. Play good football. Compete at the highest level. Something we're not doing. And we need to make signings to work towards that. But yeah, we move. All right. Subscribe to Vega Games TV, people. I know people want excitement. Go cinema. You want excitement. Go cinema. If you want excitement. If you want excitement, go cinema. The hell is going on here? Never heard so much nonsense in my life. Excitement. See, this is a prime example I'm talking about. Man ain't got the same MO. Sultan, you should have listened to your brother. That's why almost killed you. Hold that. You're my guy, but hold that. Winning is exciting. See, this is what I don't even know if he's young, so I can't even say young. But this is what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. This is why I have these conversations. Exactly why. Way more exciting. Don't want excitement. You know what's exciting? Winning. The thrill of winning. Going into a season saying, yes, we are going to win the league this season. Going into a Champions League campaign going, hey, we going to win the Champions League this season. That's exciting. That is thrilling. Signing players. Just sign it. You don't even want the same thing. I'm saying, like, you want that? Play Football Manager. And even then, when you sign young players on Football Manager, you're trying to win. See, people don't want to win at all costs. Respectfully, Khaled, we got different goals. We got different things we want from Manchester United. Way different. Way different. I'm talking about the exciting signing young players. About win. And win back-to-back games all season long. A man telling me about excitement. Does that excite you? All right. It's crazy. I don't know if it's because I'm older and I've actually seen our great periods. That's why. Maybe because I've seen us three-peat and doubles and Champions Leagues and a treble and doubles and all that type of stuff. Maybe it's that. Yes, of course, but it limits it. There's also a possibility that the proven experienced players flop. Yes, but when you look back at the risk, when you look at the risk of it, it's the safest bet. That's why. When you look back, Khalid, at most of our greatest players were bought from within the Premier League. Is there exceptions to the rule? Yes. That doesn't mean you shouldn't buy from outside the Premier League. But by buying within the Premier League. We did it. City did it. The two teams who have had dominant periods in the Premier League era both did that. City did it. Manchester United did it. I think we got here we go for tomorrow for Sesko. Probably not. Probably not. It's fucking nuts. What are you talking about here? Who's 26? No way Khaled 26 talking about exciting young players. No way. Facts Favorite Football TV. Man couldn't chat to man in 08. Man couldn't talk to man in 08. I knew we was winning the champs. Knew we was winning the champs. Knew we was winning the league. Knew it. Bad boy team. For example, Sesko, yes, is a gamble, but in the long run, there's way more promise than not if Watkins come in and does what he's supposed to. If we sign Ollie Watkins and he does what he's supposed to for 3 to 4 years, it's money well spent. What are we talking about here? So if he comes in and does what he's supposed to, we're good. Money well spent. Talking about real resale value. Imagine we did this with Van Persie. Well, you know, we sign young talents because, you know, all right. Okay. All right. Yeah, let him go on a free potentially. Like we let our most successful captain ever go on a free. Yes. Since you don't know, I'm guessing you don't know history because you didn't even know we went back to back. Yes. A lot of our greatest players we let go for free. Or they went for cheap. Our most successful captain in the Premier League history, we let go for free. Because he had paid his time. And when we signed him, it was a record fee at the time. Granted, it was only 3.75 million, but that was a record fee back then in the 90s, people. Can you believe that? 3.75 mil was a record fee. So we went for big money at that time. And we let him go for free. You know why? Because the 12 years he played here, he did his job. So if Watkins joins here and does his job, it's money well spent. If he helps us get up the table and win games and helps us win trophies, he did what he was supposed to do for the X amount. So yes, it's a better bet. Add him to Mbeumo and Cunha. That's three of the top 8 goal scorers from last season. We can actually rise up the table and do something serious. And also, Watkins and Mbeumo have played together before, so that connection's already there. How much did Van Persie go for? I don't even know how much Van Persie went for. How much did Van Persie leave for? Oh, just let him go for free. Did he do his job here? Yes. All right, well played. Thank you. I don't care how much I get for you because you did what you're supposed to here over that 4-year period. I even know how much we sold Van Persie for. But Van Persie did what he was supposed to when he got here. Deliver us the Premier League, he did that. Thank you very much. 30 million well spent. Appreciate it. How much did Rooney leave for? How much did Carrick leave for? Cool. Watkins is pushing 30, will give you 3 good years. That's cool. It's not about being profitable. Did he do what he was supposed to do here? It's definitely value for money if he does what he's supposed to here. If he delivers over that 3-4 year period, that is value for money, yes. What are we talking about? How is it not value for money if he delivers? If he helps Manchester United improve on the football pitch and helps rise us up the table and win games and win trophies, how is it not money well spent? How is it not? If he contributes to us getting better. Please explain to me. If over a 4-year period he does the business. You just said trophies. I mentioned multiple things. I said trophies. I said getting better on the pitch. I said winning games. And the aim is to, and see, this is what I'm talking about. Not everything's trophies. That's the main aim of the game. Is winning trophies. When you go to Old Trafford, whether you've been or not, Khaled, for those that haven't been, there's statues of people, of players outside Old Trafford. They've changed it now. And also there was pictures of legends around as well, outside the stadium. How do you become a legend? It's not all about winning trophies, all right. The main reason. It's not all about winning trophies. That's the main aim of the game. Yo, these people are cooked, yo. Of my life. Yes, and like I said, Ollie Watkins, I believe, helps us progress and improve. So if he helps us progress and improve, then it's money well spent. So how is it a flop if he helps us improve and helps us progress and helps us win trophies? Wired different, man. Wired different. It's mad. It's mad. Never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. I'm baffled. Baffled. Nah, he's a United fan. He's a United fan. But to say it's not about trophies and progression and improve. So what are you progressing and improving to get to, Khaled? What's the aim? What's the end goal? Tell me, what's the end goal? If you're progressing and improving, what's the end goal? This is what I want to know. Sultan, don't take the piss. And challenging for what? Challenging for what, Khaled? What are we challenging for? So we're progressing and improving to climb up the table and challenge for what? These are the same people who call me negative, you know. I keep going back to this. The same people have the cheek to call me negative. Thank you. Major titles. So we got there in the end. So if Watkins comes in and helps us improve and progress and gets us challenging and helps us win major titles, it's money well spent. If we have him for 4 to 5 years and he helps us do those things, money well spent. So I'm not fussed about the fee. Do you help us get to our goals, short term, medium term, and long term? If the answers are yes, bring him in. Bear in mind, Watkins ain't top of my list, by the way. The club, he was second on their list behind Sesko. But yeah, all right, cool. It's not all. I'm glad you lot are enjoying the stream, though. The man has to, it's crazy. Okay, but Amarim's project is a long-term vision. You have to do well now, though. Long-term vision is all well and good, but you have to put in performances now. You have to get results now. We are not progressing and improving under him. You said progression and improving to challenging for major titles. That's not the case. He has took us backwards so far. Results, stats, he's took us backwards. So what are we talking about here? Didn't win back-to-back games. I know you love that stat. So you didn't know, but that's crazy. But here we are. Tuesday, if I was an Amarim fan, I would have forgot that too, to be honest. I would have forgot that too. I'm not gonna lie. It's a horrible stat, man. It's a horrible stat. All right, I know I say this a lot, but final few questions, people. Closing in, we're gonna redirect. League is bread and butter, and he took us backwards in what's better. Diabolical. Minus goal difference. More losses than wins. No back-to-back wins. 5 wins in 5 months in the Premier League from January to May. And 3 of the 5 sides we beat were relegation sides. Man has won bottom 10 lowest win rates as a manager in the Premier League, which is our bread and butter. So all of these negative stats, but you're going to turn it around. All right, cool. But like I said, I don't say this a lot. Final few questions, people. We closing out. Took us 15th, you know. It's mad. Yeah. Also, the performances matched as well. Not just, I agree with you, Khaled. Not just results, performances. The performances match the terrible results, in my opinion. You can disagree, that's fine. The results match the terrible performances. So what are we talking about here? It should be both. Word to months, both. And it should be results and performances. He took us backwards in both, in my opinion. So what are we doing? But it's not all about trophies. It's not all about trophies. Both of them. Don't care that we outpossess most teams. Don't care. That's not part of performances. Don't care. Don't care. What do you do with that possession? So that is. What do you do with that possession? That's what it is. What do you do with it? Because I'm looking here. Looking at the possession stats. So did Fulham. Fulham had, so these are the teams that have more possession than more, so above 50% on average. Arsenal, Aston Villa, Brighton, Chelsea, Fulham, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Newcastle United, Tottenham. So did Tottenham. Big up only Barca, I see you. Possession. Tottenham, who finished 17th in the Premier League, had more possession than most teams. So did, but their performance is good. Rest my case, man. Rest my case. I rest my case. Rest my case, man. My Lord. Oh my God. Spurs, you know, we finished 17th. Had more possession than most teams. See how man just be doing these Dowson reaches. Never heard so much nonsense in my life. What are we doing here? What are we doing? First 10 games. And the 3 draws. There we go. Ah, shit. We got the, what was, we got the position, but didn't have the quality simple. All right, so Spurs will be fine then, if that's the case. Just simple. That's simple, yeah. So a quality thing. Well, that quality is mostly the same outside of Bramo and Cunha and Sesko. So the attack's going to change it around and we go finish 5th. All right. Cool. 3 players have taken us from 15th to 5th. We got it. Same manager. Nothing to do with his tactics. It was all on the players. Nothing to do with his tactics. Bear in mind, Fulham did more than us, to be honest. Fulham did. No, actually, I tell a lie. Fulham did less. Chelsea did. City did. You had a horrendous season, by the way. City, you went 1-12. City were dreadful. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Spurs had more than us. They averaged more possession. But blessings, man, Khaled. Big up, man. Big up. Appreciate it. Shit, what's caused this TikTok again? Oh, they'll get it on the screen. 7 draws. 24 points out day. There we go. Sorry, people. I'm just setting up what's it called? the redirect to the Clips channel, because Cause, who was there before, Addicted to United, make sure he said we're going and beating in the opening 10 games. So I'm just setting it up now and I'm just making sure it's titled right and titled correctly. Say Manchester United going and beating in the first 10 games, 7 wins and 3 draws. So yeah, I'm just setting it up. That's all. Just setting it up for you lot. Give me a second. But yeah, here we are. But this is the type of people. Bear in mind, like I said, ain't been here in 2 months. Ain't been here in 2 months. Because we lost the final. Well, if we won the final, he would have been here. Always these people get on their track shoes and start running when the shit goes bad. But all right, shout out to Vader as well, people. He had some stuff to handle, so that's why. But subscribe to Vader's channel, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Hope you lot have enjoyed the content as well, enjoyed the stream. Streams are getting longer and longer. It's crazy. I can't lie. Tomorrow we got the members Q&A tomorrow. So for anyone who wants to get on the channel, if you join the membership, it's at the 2nd level. So Sarcasm City Soldier or higher, which is 2nd tier. So 2nd or 3rd tier. Then I'm doing a members Q&A, and you can join the stream, people. That'll be every week, every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. So yeah, that's on there. I'm just redirecting now. I'm setting up this redirect as we speak. Hey Mo, man, we trying, man. We trying to do good stuff. We trying to do good stuff. Did I miss any super chat? Big up everyone for the super chats as well, man. Big up SSJ as well, man. You said this earlier. I didn't get to this. I hope you're still in the chat, SSJ. Oh yeah, I seen you. Says your streams always make the shift go by easier. I'm glad a man can be of help, man. So I appreciate it. Big up for you watching whilst you're in work, and I appreciate the super chat equally as much as well, man. Thank you. Everyone who supports, man, whether you super chat, whether you're in the comments, whether you just have it on in the background, whether you watch this back after, man, it all helps, man. I appreciate it for real. Thank you. Because without you lot, I'd just be sat here chatting to myself, man. So I do really, really appreciate you lot supporting, like, heavily, like, for real. I really, really do. Really, really do, man. It helps so much. It helps the channel. I'm literally just trying to set up this redirect now that I'm going to send you lot over to. That's it. Now, there'll be excuses next season. There'll be excuses if it goes wrong. Be excuses. 6-20. All right, cool. Yeah, that's so. Hey, big up Jack. Hey, Echo says respect the hard work, flawless. I try, man. I try. I just don't respect when people try and duck in and duck out. Just ruin me all day long. I run fan calling shows, 2. One that's open to everyone, one that's members only. The members Q&A as well. You lot can ask me whatever. No, but one thing I don't do is duck. We finished 15th and was horrendous all season. I was here. The 2 months that Khalid dipped, was I not here, people? Sai and the rest of you lot calculated how many streams I did from us losing that Europa League final up until today. I'm not even including the places I'm lucky enough to be guest appearances just here alone. I might have to cheek to call me negative. But yeah, we're gonna subscribe. We're going over to the Clips channel, people. We are going over to the Sarcasm City TV Clips channel. It's gonna redirect over there, people. I'm gonna share the screen now so you lot can see what it is. Big up to Cause. This is what he's gonna redirect and send you lot over to. Look, you lot see that there on the screen. That's why it's gonna send you lot over to still. I'll drop the link in the chat anyway. Big up, Khalid. Lovely debate, man. Lovely debate. I like how you didn't get personal either, because some people get in their feelings, so I appreciate it. So yeah, you lot, that's the link to this as well. We heading over there. Big up SSJ for the super chat. Sultan, we dropped this super chat earlier. Stippo, we dropped this super chat earlier. Pito, we dropped a big super chat earlier. Also, Surafel, super chat earlier as well. Appreciate you all, for real, for real. Oh yeah, run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. As you can see, that has gone live as well, people. So we sending you lot over there. Please subscribe to Vader Games TV as well. Make sure you do that. Subscribe to Vader Games TV. This has been the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast, even though it's been mainly Manchester United. Live, Mandem United pod, Mandem City pod, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you lot on the Clips channel in the chat. Big up.